6 to tie it, and then getting the go-ahead and game-winning run in the ninth on a 2-out RBI single by Eric Ibar. The Bees now at 55-40, still 2 games up on second place Tacoma in the Pacific North Division, as the Rainiers were 6-4 winners last night over the slumping Las Vegas 51s, a team that has lost 8 in a row. Portland is in third place, 10.5 games back. Meanwhile, this Fresno ball club at 37-58, the worst record in the Pacific Coast League, a full 24 games behind the Tucson Sidewinders in the Pacific South. The Bees, with their win yesterday, now have a 7-2 lead over the Grizzlies so far this season on the season series. So the Bees trying to make it 2 in a row here over Fresno. The pitching matchup is such that the Bees will have on the mound right-hander Jesse Smith, who will be making his AAA debut tonight, just up from AA Arkansas, where his record was 6-8. And going for the Grizzlies will be right-hander Matt Palmer, making just his 6th AAA start. He had been at AA Connecticut. So the Bees and the Grizzlies getting set to square off here on a not only an overcast and hot night, but because of the sprinkles we've had so far, a very humid night here at the ballpark as well. Well, I've been telling you for the last week or so about the Ascensia Contour blood glucose meter from Bayer. It's an outstanding new item. It's the fastest growing meter in all of this particular type of medicine. Obviously, a situation like myself, type 2 diabetes, you have to check that blood sugar on a regular basis. And there's 2 good reasons in particular why the Ascensia Contour meter from Bayer should be your blood glucose meter. One is the fact that it doesn't need a whole lot of blood, just takes a micro sampling. Therefore, the pain as far as when you have to prick your finger and draw the blood isn't anywhere near as bad as it is with some of the other blood glucose testers they have on the market. And, of course, one of the big reasons, too, is that forgetting to code your strips is the number one reason for misread levels that can be as much as 43% off. As a matter of fact, 41% of experienced testers sometimes forget to code their meters. Well, the Contour is self-coding, so you don't have to program anything into your meter prior to inserting the code or inserting the script that you use to test your blood sugar. So my advice, if you're a type 2 diabetic and needing and looking for maybe a new blood glucose tester, my suggestion is the Ascensia Contour meter from Bayer, and it's available at any Good Neighbor pharmacy. We'll come back, take a closer look at what happened last night here in Fresno right after this on ESPN 1230.
If you're looking for the ideal job, we have immediate openings for mystery shoppers. As a mystery shopper, you get paid to shop, dine and drink in restaurants, and even go to the movies. Companies want your opinions. They want to know how their customers are being treated and how their prices compare to their competitors. Full-time or part-time, you set your own hours. Bring home hundreds of extra dollars. As a certified mystery shopper, to qualify, you must be able to read and write in English, be over 18 years old, have a checking account or a credit card, and follow precisely the instructions you're given. For a small fee, we'll provide training and assignment. All you need to do is shop. Your first assignment will be to evaluate $1,000 in merchandise of your choice. Best of all, you get to keep the goods free. You'll get all the details when you call. This is a limited offer, so call right now.
Call 1-800-453-1426 to find out how you can get paid to shop. That's 1-800-453-1426. Paid shopping assignments are now available in your area. 1-800-453-1426.
Next.
Hi, I'd like 3 pounds of fresh salmon, and can you cut me a couple of T-bone steaks about 2 inches thick?
Yes, ma'am. Say, anyone ever tell you you look like Patricia Heaton?
Oh, thank you. She's gorgeous.
Yeah. Hey, can we marinate your steaks while you shop and suggest a recipe for the salmon?
Ooh, you had me at marinade. Thanks.
Oh, now I know who you are.
Hi, I'm
the driver of my kid's school bus.
That's me.
Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Oh, hi, Miss Heaton. Need help selecting produce?
Do you have any good cooking ideas for mushrooms and tomatoes?
How about pan-seared portobellos and roasted romas?
That sounds good.
Of course, you could saute shiitakes and terrine tomatoes, or braise the buttons and bake some beefsteak.
No more calls. We have a winner. You know your stuff.
I try. We do carry over 300 different kinds of fruits and vegetables.
You've been very helpful. How are you with auditions?
For quality and selection, Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Welcome back to Fresno, where the Bees and the Grizzlies are getting ready for tonight's game. Last night, the Bees drawing first blood in the first inning with 2 out and nobody on base. Eric Ibar reached on an error, stole second to get into scoring position for Dallas McPherson. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Looper towards center field. That's going to land for a base hit. Here comes Ibar around third to score the first run of the ball game. Dallas McPherson with his first run batted in on his rehab assignment. And the Bees take a 1-0 lead on the unearned run. So 1-0 at that point. Then the Bees expanded their lead to 3-0 in the second with 2 out, 2 on, runners at second and third for Reggie Willits. Now the pitch. Swinging a ground ball up the middle and through into center field. Casey Smith in from third. Pavkovich being waved around. He'll score without a play. It's a 2-run single for Reggie Willits. And now the Bees have a 3-0 lead. So a 3-0 ball game in favor of the Bees, but the Grizzlies would come roaring back. Guillermo Rodriguez hit a 2-run home run in the bottom of the second, and then the Grizzlies in the fourth got a leadoff triple from Kevin Franzen. He scored the tying run on a single to left by Mike Cervenek after Lance Negro singled, and 1 out, Juan Melo walked to load the bases. Tomas De La Rosa put the Grizzlies in front with a sacrifice fly, making it 4-3, and with 2 on and 2 out, Clay Timpner came to the plate. Checks the runner, and the 0-2. Timpner swings and lashes one to right center field. Espedo on the run, won't be able to get to it. It's off the base of the wall. Negro will score. Melo being waved around as Timpner goes into third with a 2-run triple. And now it's 6-3, Fresno. Things weren't looking very good at that point, but in the 6th inning, the Bees started their comeback. Eric Ibar led off with a single to center field and came home on Dallas McPherson's opposite field home run to left field. Then with 1 out, Jeff Mathis doubled to left, and that was all for former Buzz pitcher Matt Kinney. Carlos Hines came on, got Casey Smith to ground out, but with 2 outs, Jason Espedo tied it up. Now Hines pitch. Swinging a ground ball through into right field, a base hit. In from third, Jeff Mathis scores the game-tying run, and we're all even again at 6-6. So 6-6 at that point. Then in the 9th inning, Darren Blakely, pinch hitting for Espedo, was hit by a pitch in the foot. 1 out later, he moved to second base on a single to right by Reggie Willits, and after Curtis Pride was called out on strikes, it was up to Eric Ibar with 2 outs. Ashner ready. The pitch. Lined into center field, a base hit. Here comes Blakely around third with a go-ahead run. Racing for third is Willits to throw the tag. He's out. But it's an RBI single for Eric Ibar, and the Bees take the lead. So the Bees take the lead. Hang on in the 9th. Greg Jones getting the save. Matt Wilhite the win as the Bees take it last night by a score of 7-6. Just a reminder that if the Bees pitching staff combines to strike out 10 or more batters in a 9-inning game tonight, Dal Solio Distributors and Kendall Oil will donate $125 to the Multiple Sclerosis Society of Utah. Kendall Super D 3-engine oil designed to give you what you need. It's happened 8 times so far this year, so the total donation to this point stands at exactly $1,000. When we come back, we'll take our first glimpse at the average scoreboard for the night, and we'll do that right after this on ESPN 1230.
Salt Lake City Credit Union is a guaranteed home run with personalized service and the best rates in town. Salt Lake City Credit Union offers a full menu of financial services, including business services and SBA loans, mortgages, free checking and debit cards, auto loans, and online banking. With 7 locations throughout the valley, they're big enough to provide you with everything you need from a financial institution, and they're small enough to give you the friendly, individualized service you deserve. You owe it to yourself to have an account at Salt Lake City Credit Union, above and beyond every day.
Eligibility and membership required. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey, guys.
Yeah?
Come on.
feeling too good.
Oh, you're looking a tad green for a raccoon.
I think it might be the taco burrito I ate.
What?
Why?
Oh, it was cheap.
Well, you're paying for it now.
Oh.
Why eat junk at night when you can go to Wendy's? We make everything fresh right when you order, like our new 99-cent crispy chicken sandwich. That's right, all white meat chicken for just 99 cents.
Oh.
Why didn't you just go to Wendy's?
Not too bright.
Make it a Wendy's night and do what tastes right till 2 a.m. Prices and participation may vary. Next.
Hi, I'd like 3 pounds of fresh salmon, and can you cut me a couple of T-bone steaks about 2 inches thick?
Yes, ma'am. Say, anyone ever tell you you look like Patricia Heaton?
Oh, thank you. She's gorgeous.
Yeah. Hey, can we marinate your steaks while you shop and suggest a recipe for the salmon?
Ooh, you had me at marinade. Thanks.
Oh, now I know who you are.
Hi, I'm...
the driver of my kid's school bus.
That's me.
Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Oh, hi, Miss Heaton. Need help selecting produce?
Do you have any good cooking ideas for mushrooms and tomatoes?
How about pan-seared portobellos and roasted romas?
That sounds good.
Of course, you could saute shiitakes and terrine tomatoes, or braise the buttons and bake some beefsteak.
No more calls. We have a winner. You know your stuff.
I try. We do carry over 300 different kinds of fruits and vegetables.
You've been very helpful. How are you with auditions?
For quality and selection, Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Let's look at tonight's Abra scoreboard. Again, if windshield chips or cracks got you down, let the specialist at Abra take the worry out of your glass replacement or repair. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule your appointment. In the PCL, the first game of a doubleheader caused by a rainout last night. Sacramento rallies with 4 in the 6th and 4 in the 7th to beat the Sky Sox by a final score of 8-4. Game 2 is yet to get started. In Tucson, Game 1 of a doubleheader there caused by travel problems for Portland yesterday. Tucson leading the Beavers 5-0 in the 3rd inning. Later on, New Orleans is at Albuquerque, the start being delayed by rain. Las Vegas at Tacoma, other games underway. In the 7th inning at Omaha, Nashville leads the Royals 2-1. In the 6th inning at Des Moines, Iowa leads Oklahoma 3-0. And a lot of offense early in Memphis. They're in the 5th. Round Rock 9 and the Redbirds 5. All 14 runs in that game scored over the first 2 innings. In the American League, they're in the bottom of the 4th at Baltimore after a rain delay. Oakland leads the Orioles by a score of 5-3. In the bottom of the 9th at New York, Seattle leads the Yankees 4-2. Bottom of the 7th at Minnesota, it's the Twins 5, Tampa Bay 0. The Angels host Cleveland later on with Joe Saunders making his 2006 debut for the Halos. Finals, Boston shut out Kansas City 1-0, a tough luck loss for Kern's Brandon Duckworth. The White Sox over the Tigers in Detroit 7-1, 2 home runs for Paul Konerko, and Texas topped Toronto 5-2. In the National League, the Pirates are batting in the bottom of the 9th, trailing Colorado 13-3. After 8.5 at Florida, Washington leads the Marlins 7-6. In the bottom of the 8th at Cincinnati, the Mets lead the Reds 7-3. After 5.5 at Wrigley Field, the Cubs lead the Astros 4-1. Bottom of the 6th at St. Louis for the second straight night, the Braves are crushing the Cardinals. It's 13-4 Atlanta. Bottom of the 1st at Phoenix, 0-0, the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks. Later on, Philadelphia is at San Diego, and Milwaukee visits San Francisco. That's your Abra scoreboard. We'll return with tonight's starting lineup right after this on ESPN 1230.
Zions Bank has absolutely free checking. This means it's absolutely free of hidden fees. Our absolutely free checking comes with absolutely free unlimited check writing and absolutely free online banking and bill pay. All this along with a Visa credit card, an absolutely free Visa debit card, and enrollment in Zions Cash Rewards. We appreciate you, so we want to absolutely free you from hassle with all our absolutely free branches and ATMs available throughout both Utah and Idaho. After all, when all is said and done, the best things in life are, well, family, love, and sharing. Because although our absolutely free checking is absolutely fantastic, hopefully it's not absolutely the best thing in your life.
Hi, I'm Tom Green, branch manager at the Zions Bank Freeway office. Right now, when you open a free checking account, we'll give you an absolutely free box of checks.
Zions Bank member FDIC, equal housing lender. Some restrictions apply. See branch for details. Credit approval required to obtain Visa credit card.
Attention motorcycle and ATV riders. Dreaming of a new Yamaha motorcycle or ATV? Stop dreaming and start heading to Plaza Cycle for the huge Yamaha Get Out and Ride sales event. Because right now, you can get payments as low as $39 a month for 24 months with zero down on a huge selection of new Yamaha motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, and scooters. You heard right, payments as low as $39 a month, plus zero down for 2 full years on a new Yamaha. So get to Plaza Cycle today for the huge Get Out and Ride sales event, because an offer this good won't last. Plaza Cycle at 1379 West, 3300 South, in the heart of Salt Lake Valley. Plaza Cycle. Walk in, right out. On the Yamaha car, subject to credit approval through 8/31/06 on select new Yamaha motorcycles, including SJR models, ATV, side-by-sides, and scooters, as low as $39 monthly payments, 24 months at 8.9% APR for non-finance up to $4,800 in county head term. Thereafter, the standard rate of 12.99% includes key put-in and APR applies. Default rate is 24.99%. Minimum finance charge $1. See dealer for ATV age restrictions. Yamaha recommends on free base course. Call 1-877-287.
Gotta get you ready for tonight's game by giving you the starting lineup brought to you by Salt Lake City Credit Union, above and beyond every day. First of all, for the visiting Salt Lake Bees, managed by Brian Harper, here's how he filled out his lineup card. Leading off, the center fielder, Reggie Willett. Batting second, the second baseman, Casey Smith. Hitting third and playing shortstop, Eric Ibar. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, Dallas McPherson. Hitting fifth, the designated hitter, Mike Elward. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Jason Espido. Batting seventh and playing third base, Adam Pavkovich. Hitting eighth and catching Corey Myers. And batting ninth, the right fielder, Darren Blakely. Pitching for the Bees will be right-hander making his AAA debut, Jesse Smith. For the homestanding Fresno Grizzlies, managed by Shane Turner, leading off, the right fielder, Jason Ellison. Batting second, the left fielder, Fred Lewis. Hitting third and playing second base, Kevin Franzen. Batting cleanup, the third baseman, Mike Cervenak. Hitting fifth and playing first base, Lance Necro. Batting sixth, the catcher, Guillermo Rodriguez. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Juan Melo. Hitting eighth, the shortstop, Tomas De La Rosa. And batting ninth is the center fielder, Clay Kipner. Pitching for the Grizzlies will be right-hander, Matt Palmer. It's the Bees and the Grizzlies. Game 2 of this scheduled 4-game series. We'll be back with tonight's first pitch right after this timeout. You fit in the on-deck circle on ESPN 1230.
This has been the On Deck Circle, a comprehensive look at today's game. The first pitch is right around the corner, so stay tuned. Salt Lake Bees baseball is coming up next on your home for the Salt Lake Bees, ESPN 1230 AM.
Hey, guys.
Yeah?
I'm not feeling too good.
Oh,
Ooh, you're looking a tad green for a raccoon.
I think it might be the taco burrito I ate.
what? Why?
It was cheap.
Well, you're paying for it now.
No.
Why eat junk at night when you can go to Wendy's? We make everything fresh right when you order, like our new 99-cent crispy chicken sandwich. That's right, all white meat chicken for just 99 cents.
Why didn't you just go to Wendy's?
Not too bright.
Make it a Wendy's night and do what tastes right till 2 a.m. Prices and participation may vary.
Whether you need a new refrigerator or you want to redecorate the family room, you'll find exactly what you need at R.C. Willey. Of course, you know that R.C. Willey has the area's largest selection of furniture, major appliances, flooring, and electronics. But you may not know that R.C. Willey also has everything you need to relax or entertain outdoors. Choose from a large variety of patio sets, lawn mowers, and barbecue grills. This season, R.C. Willey has everything you need for your home and patio. R.C. Willey, one place, so many possibilities.
Med1 Medical. Med1 Medical.
Are you using the same smelly mask and tubing that you got when you started? Masks and tubing should be replaced regularly. You won't believe how much nicer it is to breathe in a new mask. It's healthier, too. Call Med1 today at 800-248-5882. With a new mask, you'll have fewer colds and sore throats. Do you snore when you're wearing your CPAP? If your CPAP is working as it should, you should never snore when you have the CPAP machine on. An old, worn-out mask causes leaks and will not allow your CPAP machine to operate at the correct pressure. Schedule an appointment to visit our sleep laboratory and bring your CPAP machine, and we'll do a free pressure check and give you a free CPAP tube. Sign up for our Sleep Smart Gold Maintenance Program, and your first mask is free. Call 800-248-5882.
Med One Medical. Med One Medical.
The starting pitchers are ready. The lineups have been exchanged, and the hot dogs are ready to go. It's time to play ball. Salt Lake Bees baseball is on the air. Now let's go to the ballpark. Here's the voice of the Salt Lake Bees, Steve Clarkey.
And once again, a very good evening to you, and welcome to Salt Lake Bees baseball. The Bees and the Fresno Grizzlies getting ready for Game 2 of this 4-game series. The Bees getting the game-winning RBI single last night from Eric Ibar with 2 outs at the top of the 9th inning for the Bees' 7-6 win over Fresno, snapping the 4-game losing streak overall and their 5-game road losing skid. The Grizzlies have taken the field for tonight's game, and defensively they align like this. Fred Lewis is in left, Clay Tipner in center, and Jason Ellison is in right. Mike Cervenek at third, Tomas De La Rosa at shortstop, Kevin Franzen at second, and Lance Necro is at first. A battery of Matt Palmer pitching and Guillermo Rodriguez catching. For Palmer, this is just his 6th start since being promoted from Double-A Connecticut. In 26 and 2/3 innings, he's given up 35 hits, 15 runs, 13 of them earned. He has struck out 22 and walked 10. Palmer has hit 1 batter, thrown 1 wild pitch, and surrendered 3 home runs. Palmer has won 1 and lost 1 with a 4.39 earned run average. The PCL is batting .333 against right-hander Matt Palmer. So Palmer on to pitch here tonight. Not considered one of the top prospects in this organization, top 30. As he comes in here at AAA, this is his 5th year, but he is 27 years old already. May not seem that old to you or I, but it is from a baseball standpoint to be at AAA after spending 4 years at the AA level. So Reggie Willett stands in. The Bees for the 2nd straight night wearing their black tops with the gold numerals and lettering trimmed in white. Fresno wearing their green tops, the forest green tops, with the gold numerals and lettering trimmed in red. So we're just about ready to go. Sit back, relax, and enjoy Salt Lake Bees baseball on the air for a Tuesday night. And the first pitch from Palmer, a strike on the inside corner at the knees, 0-1. Reggie batting .318, 14 doubles, 4 triples, 3 homers, 39 runs batted in. 2 for 5 last night. Swings and misses. And a breaking ball, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count on Reggie. And the Angels just about ready to get started down in Anaheim with Joe Saunders making his Major League debut for this season. The pitch outside of ball, 1-2. Joe with a couple of starts last year for the Angels. Dustin Mosley, the Bees pitcher, who's back with Salt Lake now, getting the win last night. The 1-2 to Reggie. Swing and a foul back to the base of the screen, and the count remains 1-2. So we'll keep an eye on that one, see how Joe does this evening in his ball game. And Jesse Smith taking his place tonight. The 1-2 pitch, Willett swings, and it's a one-hopper to the hill. Flag down by Palmer, runs it halfway to first, and his underhand toss a little bit low, but Necro with a nice save at first base. Palmer wasn't sure what he wanted to do with that ball. It looked like he was going to flip it overhand, then all of a sudden he changed his mind and decided to toss it on an underhand basis and almost missed his connection with Lance Necro. So now here's Casey Smith batting .275, 17 doubles, 2 triples, 1 homer, 37 runs batted in. 1 for 4 last night to extend his hitting streak to 7 games, equaling his longest hitting streak of the year as Palmer delivers a fastball strike on the inside corner at the knees, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Now Palmer's pitch. Swing and a miss at a slider away, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count. Palmer, 6'2", 200 pounds. 27 years old, out of Memphis, Tennessee originally, now resides in Caruthersville, Missouri. Down in the Boot area of Missouri. 0-2 pitch is fouled back as Casey reaches out on a changeup and fouls it back. So the count, no balls, 2 strikes now on Smith. The pitch, swung on, little flare, shallow center, racing out De La Rosa, can't get to it, neither can Tintner coming in. And Casey Smith's aboard with a little looping single off the end of his bat, extending his hitting streak to a season best 8 games. Here's Eric Ibar, the shortstop, hitting .299, 10 doubles, 3 triples, 5 homers, 28 runs batted in. Again, this is the second game for Ibar since coming back from the Angels. For Palmer on the mound, his first ever appearance against Salt Lake. The pitch, Ibar swings and lifts it down the right field line, hooking towards the Fresno bullpen, and that's going to be out of the reach of the charging right fielder Jason Ellison as it lands in the second row. Out of play, strike 1 the count on Eric Ibar. So runner at first base, 1 out. Palmer's last outing was a no decision on July 13th at Colorado Springs, giving up 4 runs on 11 hits in 4 1/3 innings. Grizzlies eventually dropping that game 8-5. So now runner at first base, 1 out, the 0-1. Ibar takes outside of ball 1-1. The umpires is assigned by the Pacific Coast League. Brian Knight behind the plate, Paul Chandler at first, and Stephen Fritzoni is the arbiter over at third. 1 ball, 1 strike, short lead at first for Casey Smith. Now Palmer's pitch, Ibar takes outside at the knees, ball 2. 2-1 the count. The outfield pretty much straight away for Eric, who went 2 for 5 last night, including that game-winning single. Palmer turns and tosses to first, and Smith is back. Palmer at Double-A Connecticut prior to his promotion a few weeks back. 15 appearances, 9 starts, 5-3, and he was leading the Eastern League with a stellar 1.30 earned run average. Now the 2-1. Ibar swings and pops it up. Left side of the infield, the shortstop De La Rosa underneath it, and he'll make the catch for the out. Back to first base goes Casey Smith. So Ibar retired, 2 down, and that'll bring up Dallas McPherson, batting .235. 9 doubles, 3 triples, 9 homers, 25 runs batted in. 2 for 4 with a home run and 3 RBI last night. So 1 on, 2 out here for the Bees in the top of the first inning. They jumped out in front yesterday with a first inning run. The pitch, McPherson swings and fouls it back to the screen. Strike 1. The no balls, 1 strike the count. The outfield shaded towards right. Brian Harper, Bees manager, coaching over at third base, hitting coach Jim Everett over at first. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. McPherson leans away from an inside slider, and the count's even at 1 ball, 1 strike. And after tonight, 2 more games left on this series in Fresno. The Bees then come home Friday to open up a brief 4-game homestand against Tucson. The red-hot Sidewinders, the pitch. McPherson hits a 2-hopper to the right side, fielded on the letter high bounce by the second baseman Franzen, and he'll throw to first, and that'll do it for the Bees. In the opening inning, no runs, 1 hit. 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the first. It's the Bees nothing, and Fresno's coming to bat on ESPN 1230.
Hey, Bees fans, are you looking for a summer deal and a meal to satisfy your cravings? Stop by Wiener Schnitzel today for the 2 for $2.22 deal. Chili cheese dog and chili cheeseburger, only $2.22. Hurry in today. And while you're there, don't forget to cool down with the new Tasty Freeze Brownie Freezy. Chewy brownies mixed with creamy vanilla Tasty Freeze soft serve, topped with chocolate syrup. Wiener Schnitzel. It's the official hot dog of the Salt Lake Bees. Wiener Schnitzel, pushing the boundaries of taste.
Come sit by Grandpa. I want to show you some old pictures.
Pictures?
Of your mommy when she was a little girl.
She was a little girl?
Or was. See, that's her.
Who's that, my mommy?
Ooh, that's me.
You used to have hair on your head?
Yes, I did.
What happened to it?
Lost it.
Lost it?
Mm-hmm.
How come your hair was longer than Grandma's hair?
Well, sweetie, back then, having long hair was a personal expression.
What happened to your beard?
My beard? Lost that, too.
Oh.
There are moments that make life meaningful.
You've all sorts of stuff, Grandpa.
No kidding.
At Select Health, we want to help you enjoy each one. With our health and wellness programs, we're striving to help you stay fit and healthy through every stage of life and be right there with you as life unfolds.
Look, Grandpa, you used to be skinny.
Yeah, I think that's enough pictures for today.
And you wore funny pants.
Oh, this is a great idea.
To learn how we're working to make healthcare simpler for you, visit selecthealth.org. Select Health. Simply there.
We go to the bottom of the first inning, 0-0 defensively for the Bees. Jason Espino in left, Reggie Willits in center, Darren Blakely in right, Adam Pavkovich at third, Eric Ibar at short, Casey Smith at second base, and Dallas McPherson is over at first. A battery of Jesse Smith pitching, Corey Myers catching. Smith making his AAA debut here tonight. So far this season at AA Arkansas, he had made 19 appearances, of which 18 were starts. In 107 and one-third innings, he'd given up 133 hits, 67 runs, of which only 51 were earned. He struck out 57 and walked 41, thrown 5 wild pitches, and surrendered 9 home runs. Smith, with the Arkansas Travelers, had won 6 and lost 8 with a 4.28 earned run average. And the Texas League was batting .306 against right-hander Jesse Smith, 6'2", 210 in his 4th professional season out of Lincoln, Nebraska, where he's born and still lives. So standing in first will be the right fielder, Jason Ellison, batting .538. 1 double, no runs batted in. Ellison playing in just his 4th game since being sent down from San Francisco. First AAA pitch from Jesse Smith is a fastball high, ball 1. Throws a good sinker. Gets a lot of ground ball outs. Now the 1-0. Long out and a high chopper near third. Looks like trouble. Pavkovich has it to throw to first. Just in time for the out. That ball took a high hop off the hard dirt in front of home plate, and with Ellison's speed, he was almost able to beat it out, but Pavkovich got it over to first base just in time for the out. So 1 away. That'll bring up Fred Lewis, the left fielder, hitting .272. 16 doubles, 6 triples, 9 homers, 41 runs batted in. 0 for 5 last night. Left-handed batter. Jesse Smith on the mound. 6th round pick of the Angels out of Illinois Valley Community College. On the pitch, Lewis takes a fastball strike, and it's 0-1. Smith becomes now the 13th different pitcher to start a game for the Bees this season. 1 strike to count the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Well, just like Dustin Mosley last night, Joe Saunders in the first inning scuffles a bit, did give up a run, but got out of further trouble by getting former Buzzman Casey Blake to ground into a double play. No balls, 2 strikes to Lewis. The pitch, fastball up and in, spins the left-hand hitter around, and the count is 1-2. Fred Lewis in his 5th professional season, standing in at the plate, his first year at AAA. Now the line of the 1-2. Lewis takes inside at the knees, 2-2 the count. Lewis, a cousin of former Buzz and Major League outfielder Matt Lawton. Strange goings on in New York right now. Yankees have scored twice in the bottom of the 9th to tie the game at 4-4 with Seattle. They have the potential winning run on base with 2 outs at first base. Alex Rodriguez at the plate, and it's raining now. 2-2 pitch, little one-hop jam job out to the pitcher, Smith, whose underhand toss to McPherson's in plenty of time for the out. That ball right in on the fist of Lewis, and it's a soft one-hopper right back to Jesse Smith. 2 up, 2 down. That'll bring up Kevin Franson, the second baseman, batting .317. 17 doubles, 3 triples, 1 homer, and 16 runs batted in. 1 for 5 last night with a triple. Like last night, The Grizzlies took full batting practice. The Bees did not. They took theirs inside the cage with the triple-digit temperatures here in Fresno. First pitch down low, ball 1 to Franson. Right-handed batter who has spent some time with San Francisco. The pitch a little bit high, ball 2. 2-0 the count. Outfield playing him around towards left. Now the pitch. Swinging a ground ball, right side, fielded on the second hop by Casey Smith. The throw to first in plenty of time, and Jesse Smith works a perfect 1-2-3 inning in his AAA debut. That's the Keith Barton and Associates 1-2-3 inning. It's just that easy. At the end of 1, it's the Bees nothing, Fresno nothing on ESPN 1230.
Been in an accident that wasn't their fault. But Keith Barton just hit that one out of the park.
I'm Keith Barton, and I know when you've been injured in an accident, you need an attorney that will go to bat for you and get you the money you deserve. You need the money quick because you have bills to pay. So the next time you're in an accident, you know what to do. Call in the big hitter. That's me, Keith Barton. It's just that easy to pick up the phone and call us at our new number, 801-IT'S-EASY.
Attention motorcycle and ATV riders. Dreaming of a new Yamaha motorcycle or ATV? Well, stop dreaming and start heading to Plaza Cycle for the huge Yamaha Get Out and Ride sales event. Because right now, you can get payments as low as $69 a month for 24 months with zero down on a huge selection of new Yamaha motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, and scooters. You heard right. Payments as low as $69 a month plus zero down for 2 full years on a new Yamaha. So visit Plaza Cycles today for the huge Get Out and Ride sales event. Because an offer this good won't last. Plaza Cycle at 1379 West, 3300 South, the heart of Salt Lake Valley. Plaza Cycle. Walk in, ride out. On the Yamaha card, subject to credit approval through 83106 on select Yamaha motorcycles, excluding FDR models, ATVs, side-by-sides, and scooters. As low as $69 monthly payments for 24 months at 8.9% APR for amount financed up to $8,500 in account can't turn. Thereafter, status rated at 12.9% and 22.99% APR applied. Default rate 24.99%. Minimum finance charge $1. See dealer for ATV age restrictions. Yamaha recommends an approved trading force. Call 1-800-887-2887.
All right, we go to the second inning. It's a 0-0 ball game. Mike Elward, Jason Espedo, and Adam Paskovich due up to face right-hander Matt Palmer. So just about ready to go here. Mike Elward batting .303, 13 doubles, 4 homers, 31 runs batted in. Would just as soon forget about last night, 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. He'll start anew this evening, and the first pitch is outside, ball 1. 1-0 the count on Mike. Outfield shaded towards right, the pitch. Swung on and sent towards the second baseman, Franson, who fields it on the first hop and throws to first for the out. One away for Jason Espedo, hitting .263, 1 double, 1 triple, 2 homers, 11 runs batted in. Don't forget, when the Bees return home, you could win $10,000 if a Bees player hits for the cycle in a 9-inning game, courtesy of SMC Capital Management and Gary Gigi of SMC Capital. Register to win at the Franklin Covey Field Customer Service booth, and don't forget to check out www.retirementsource.net for more information on SMC Capital Management, Architects of Wealth, as Espedo takes a breaking ball in the dirt, ball 1. Now the pitch. Swung on, and it's a high, towering fly ball down the right field line. Ellison towards the corner into foul ground. Can't reach it. It lands in the third row. So the count's even at 1 ball, 1 strike. We mentioned earlier that Tucson and Portland are playing a doubleheader caused by travel problems yesterday. The Beavers were, supposed to leave Portland around 9 a.m. and connect through Phoenix on U.S. Airways, formerly America West. Now the pitch to Espedo, low and outside, ball 2. 2-1 the count. They encountered a windshield problem on their first plane. The flight itself left 6 hours late as Espedo swings and misses at a breaking ball, 2-2. Landed in Phoenix around 5. The newly scheduled 6:07 connector to Tucson was delayed after pilots experienced a technical glitch. Espedo swings, foul, tips it into the glove of Rodriguez. He struck him out, 2 up, 2 down. Good slider, it looked like, by Palmer, and so 2 down for Adam Pavkovich, the third baseman. Pavkovich batting .249, 10 doubles, a triple, 8 homers, 31 runs batted in. The pitch on the way. High and inside, ball 1. Had they made that connecting flight without any difficulty, then they would have started at 8:15, but after that flight was delayed, no chance to get that game in. 1-0 pitch, a fastball high, ball 2, 2-0, and then the doubleheader tonight was delayed for a while due to rain, but they are underway in Tucson. Game 1, the Sidewinders leading 6-0. Now the 2-0 pitch to Pavkovich, inside a ball, and it's 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes to count. Outfield straight away for Adam. Al Palmer, the 3-0 delivery. Strike called on an off-speed pitch. 3-1 the count on Pavkovich. 2 out, nobody on. Top of the second, 0-0. The pitch. Pavkovich swings and pulls it foul down towards the Bees bullpen along the left field side. The count's full at 3-2. So Palmer's battled back from 3-0 to fill the count. Al Palmer looks in, gets his sign from Rodriguez. The payoff pitch is popped up foul. Back into the right of home plate. We'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 324 down the left field line here in Fresno. 335 down the right field line. 385 to left center. 380 to right center. And 400 feet to straightaway center field. The 3-2 payoff pitch again. Little ground ball right side. Franz of the second baseman charges. Gloves and throws on the run in time for the out. To retire the Pavkovich and the side here in the second. 3 up, 3 down go the Bees, and after an inning and a half, it's the Bees nothing, Fresno nothing on ESPN 1230.
Denny's works for me because I like bacon, sausage, and ham, usually at the same time. And I can get all that at Denny's for just a few bucks. I mean, you know, how many places can you still say that about? I can think of about 1.
Denny's is also the one place you can go for the new Extreme Grand Slam. It has more bacon and sausage than ever, plus 2 eggs, hash browns, and pancakes. One of 3 new Super Slams for just $5.99 each. Denny's.
Works for me.
Price and participation may vary for a limited time only.
Mountains West Ranches Recreational Properties has beautiful recreational and cabin properties conveniently located by Starvation Reservoir. They offer 5, 10, 20, 40, and 80-acre or larger parcels at reasonable pricing with guaranteed access and simple, easy owner, low-down, low-monthly financing. There's an abundance of wildlife, including deer and elk, that roam the property year-round. There are endless ATV trails, snowmobiling, hiking, boating, camping, fishing, horseback riding, spectacular views, and so much more. But most of all, you'll escape the rat race of the city and enjoy sheer peace, quiet, rest, and relaxation. Call us to schedule your appointment, 1-877-894-5658, or check our website at mwranches.com. Mountains West Ranches, where the air is clean, the skies are blue, the water is clear, and the magnificent views are waiting there for you to enjoy.
We go to the bottom of the second inning. Bees nothing, Fresno nothing. It'll be Mike Cervenak, Lance Negro, and Guillermo Rodriguez 2 up. The 4, 5, and 6 hitters in the Fresno batting order 2 up. Don't forget, when the Bees return home, be on the lookout for the Albertsons triple play for charity. If the Bees pull off a triple play at home, as they did on May 1st, Albertsons will donate $1,000 worth of groceries to the Utah Food Bank. Albertsons, a proud sponsor of the Salt Lake Bees. Mike Cervenak to lead things off, batting .370, 3 doubles, 3 homers, 16 runs batted. A perfect 4 for 4 last night. One of his 4 hits was a double, and he drove in 1 run. Cervenak, who started out the year in professional baseball over in South Korea before leaving and rejoining the Giants organization. First pitch on the way, a fastball high, ball 1. He had a huge year last year for the Grizzlies. Batting .312 with 19 homers and 103 runs batted in. I believe he was second in the league in RBI. to Nick Gorneau, the Stingers last year. There's a breaking ball, low and outside, 2-0 the count. 2 years ago, Cervenek won the organizational Triple Crown, leading the whole San Francisco system in average home runs and RBI for AA Norwich. 2-0 deliveries, swinging a ground ball up the middle, and that's through into center field, a base hit. First hit for the Grizzlies, and now Cervenek a perfect 5 for 5. Picking up where he left off last year, where he hit .378 against Salt Lake pitching. So here's Lance Niekro batting .385 in his brief time back with Fresno. This is his 4th game. 1 for 4 last night. So runner at first base, nobody out. Jesse Smith now working from the stretch for the first time. First pitch, Niekro takes a fastball strike on the outside corner at the knees, 0-1. Smith, during his first pro year, spent some time with the then Provo Angels. 5 appearances, 3 starts, going 0-1 despite a 2.41 earned run average. No balls, 1 strike the count. The infield double play depth behind Smith. The pitch into the dirt with a breaking ball. Good stop for the catcher Myers, and the count's even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Corey Myers behind the plate tonight, giving Jeff Mathis a break. Ryan Buddy still a ways away from being ready to play after that infection in his left knee. Outfield straight away for the powerful Niekro. As Smith steps off and looks Cervenek back towards first base. One ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Swinging a double play ball to short. Ivar's got it to second. That's 1. Smith's relay to first. That's 2. Taylor made 2 bouncer to Eric Ivar at short, who starts the 6-4-3 double play, the 110th double play turned by the Bees this year, and that's the 2nd most in the Pacific Coast League. Or I should say the 3rd most in the PCL, behind Colorado Springs at 121 and Albuquerque with 119. So with 2 outs and nobody on base, Guillermo Rodriguez, the batter, hitting .314, 5 doubles, 2 homers, 5 runs batted in, swings and grounds 1 foul. Into the dugout at third, strike 1. Rodriguez has been hot of late with 4 consecutive 2-hit games. Hit a 2-run home run last night in the ballgame. Now Smith ready, winds the 0-1. Check swing foul back behind home plate as he tried to hold up on a changeup. 0-2 the count on Rodriguez. Well, we mentioned it on the outset. Smith, good hard sinker, induces a lot of ground balls. All 5 outs so far have been the result of ground balls, including the double play. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted foul, twisting out of play down the right field side. So we'll do it again at no balls and 2 strikes. Last season, Smith spent his time in high A and low A. Low A at Cedar Rapids in the Midwest League, where he won 4 and lost 6. Now the 0-2 again. Rodriguez swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt. Dropped third strike. Myers with the angle. Throws to first. Hits the out, and there's Jesse Smith's first AAA strikeout. No runs, 1 hit. Nobody left on base, and after 2 complete innings of play, it's the Bees nothing, Fresno nothing on ESPN 1230.
Hi, Paul Hartman here. You know, if I were to hire somebody for my business, I would want to see their resume. That's why I think it's only fair to give you our resume right now. We have 20 years servicing the Wasatch area. Family owned and operated. Winner of last year's top technician training program. Always staffed 24 hours, 7 days a week. And we specialize in finding you the best solution for your comfort with energy savings. With over 71% repeat and customer referral rate, we know we're doing our job right. So, when you're in need, call Hartman Heating and Air, 264-8300, serving the heart of your home and business.
Athletes can't perform on an empty stomach.
Strike 1.
The Old Spaghetti Factory is the perfect place for your pre-game and post-game feasts, team parties, and more. Fill up our delicious homemade mouth-watering dishes. No one speaks the international language of yum like the Old Spaghetti Factory. Serving the best memories in town. It's the perfect place for any occasion. And now, featuring the amazing adventures of Wally the Trolley for our guests 10 and younger. Catch a ride with Wally and his trolley trio as they explore the world. Sign up for our kids club at www.osf.com. It's safe, simple, fun, and on your next birthday, lunch is on us. Conveniently located to serve you at Trolley Square, Taylorsville, and Orem. Good food, good fun, and deliciously complete meals. The Old Spaghetti Factory is where to wind up. The Old Spaghetti Factory in Trolley Square, Taylorsville, and Orem.
We head to the third inning. It's a 0-0 ball game. Corey Myers, Darren Blakely, and Reggie Willett due up. The 8-9-1 hitters in the Bees batting order to face right-hander Matt Palmer. Corey Myers to start things off, batting .265, 4 doubles, a homer, and 7 runs batted in. Did not play last night. He has just 1 hit in 11 at-bats against Fresno pitching this year. It's also time for our third inning update of the Abra scoreboard. First pitch from Palmer to Myers, and it's cued foul off the end of his bat over towards the first base dugout for strike one. First of 2 at Colorado Springs, Sacramento, an 8-4 winner over the Sky Sox. The nightcap in the second, with Colorado Springs leading 4-1. No balls, 1 strike on Myers. The pitch on the way from Palmer, swinging a slow roller toward short. De La Rosa charges, gloves, throws on the run, and plenty of time to get Myers for out number 1. 1 down here in the third. That'll bring up Darren Blakely, the right fielder, batting .261, 1 double, no RBI since joining the team. Hit in the foot by a pitch last night in the 9th inning to lead things off, and eventually came around to score the winning run at Tucson in the first of 2. The Sidewinders with home runs from Chris Young, Brian Barton, and Carlos Quentin leading Portland 9-1. Blakely tried to check his swing on a breaking ball, couldn't do it. A strike, and it's 0-1. At Omaha in the 9th, Nashville leading the Royals 2-1. Oklahoma at Iowa in Des Moines tied 4-4 in the 7th. The 0-1 pitch, Blakely swings and yanks one deep down the right field line, but hooking foul. So it's 0-2 on Blakely. At Memphis in the 6th, it's Round Rock 9 and the Redbirds 7. No balls, 2 strikes the pitch. Blakely swings and pulls it on the ground foul over towards the Fresno dugout at first. New Orleans at Albuquerque rained out. Las Vegas and Tacoma 1-1 in the second. Matt Kemp just sent down by the Dodgers, just homered for the 51s to tie the game up. No balls, 2 strikes the count on Blakely, who steps out. Haven't seen Darren's power yet. Last year he had 18 home runs at Double-A Birmingham. The pitch, long on. There's his power, but he pulls it foul. Right size, wrong shape as he hit one deep down the right field side. In the American League, bottom of the 6th at Baltimore, Oakland leads the Orioles 5-3. Yankees and Mariners tied 4-4 in the bottom of the 9th. The game now delayed by rain. The 0-2 again to Blakely inside at the letters, 1-2. 9th inning at Minnesota. The Twins lead Tampa Bay 8-1. As looks like Francisco Liriano has outdueled Scott Kazmir. Sinker down and away from the left-hand batter. And the count on Blakely's even at 2-2. Bottom of the 2nd at Anaheim. Cleveland 1 and the Angels nothing. Joe Saunders starting for the Halos. Al Palmer gets his sign from Rodriguez. Winds, here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss at a sinker. He struck him out. Second strikeout for Matt Palmer, and there's 2 down here in the 3rd. At the top of the order now, and Reggie Willett's retired on a comebacker to the mound, his first time up. John Lester and Jonathan Papelbon combined on a 1-hitter as the Red Sox blank Kansas City 1-0. No offensive support for Brandon Duckworth, who takes the loss for the Royals. He's 1-3. In the first game of a 3-game showdown in Detroit, the White Sox whipped the Tigers 7-1 as Willits tries to bunt his way on, but misses for a strike 0-1. Paul Konerko with a pair of home runs. Joe Creedy hit one as well. Texas with a 5-run 8 beat Toronto 5-2. That game up at Rogers Center. The pitch, swing and a miss. Breaking ball 0-2. National League in the bottom of the 8th in Chicago. The Cubs lead the Astros 4-2. Bottom of the 8th at St. Louis. The Braves crushing the Cardinals 14-5. 2 home runs for Andrew Jones in that game. Pitch to Willits just inside. With a changeup, 1-2 the count. 4th inning at Phoenix. Dodgers lead Arizona 1-0. In the 2nd inning at San Diego, the Padres lead the Phillies 2-1. Now the 1-2 pitch. Willits takes the curveball. Strike 3 called at the knees, and that retires the side. Back-to-back strikeouts for Palmer. He now has 3 in the game, and he's retired 8 in a row as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Bees nothing, Fresno nothing on ESPN 1230.
Well, I think every year we come up here, it's a wonderful experience. It's hard to pick one year better than another. I always enjoy coming to Cooperstown.
Relive your fondest memories of Harmon Killebrew and see his Hall of Fame plaque at the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York. For information, visit baseballhalloffame.org or call 888-HALL-OF-FAME. Preserving history, honoring excellence, connecting generations. The Baseball Hall of Fame.
Sir, can you hear me?
Imagine you've just been in a traffic accident.
Sir, can you hear me?
And right now, the pressure of the steering wheel against your chest is preventing you from answering this question, while your smashed door is preventing the emergency crew from providing you with the help you're very much in need of.
Okay, sir, we're going to get some equipment in here and get you out of there just as quickly as possible. We need those over here right away.
Imagine the feeling of knowing this happened because you were driving dangerously, driving when you maybe shouldn't have, or allowing yourself to be distracted. Imagine hoping you'll wake up from this nightmare, but not being able to. Imagine the flashing lights and the smell of gasoline.
Sir, can you squeeze my hand?
Now, imagine why they're not bothering to ask these questions to anyone else who was in your car. Consider this a reminder. No one understands the importance of driving safely like someone who didn't. 0 fatalities. It's a goal we can all live with.
We head to the bottom of the 3rd. Bees nothing, Fresno nothing. Juan Melo, Tomas De La Rosa, Clay Timpner, the 7, 8, 9 hitters in the Fresno batting order due up to face right-hander Jesse Smith, making his AAA debut for the Bees tonight in place of Joe Saunders, who right now trails the Indians 1-0 in the 2nd inning. Here's Juan Melo batting .254, 5 doubles, 3 homers, and 18 runs batted in. First pitch from Smith. Breaking ball low, ball 1. Melo last night 0 for 2. Lifetime .226 hitter against Salt Lake. Going back to 1998 with Las Vegas. The 1-0 pitch. Melo hits a chopper to the right side. Casey Smith out in short right field has the high bouncer. And the throw to first is dropped by Dallas McPherson. The throw is right there. He backhanded the throw to his right, and it just squirted out the end of his mitt. Wow. So a runner at first, nobody out. That'll bring up Tomas De La Rosa, the shortstop, hitting .278. 11 doubles, 1 triple, 5 homers, 29 runs batted in. Again, the Bees struggling with the defense this year. 3rd lowest fielding percentage in the league and the 2nd most errors. There goes the runner, swung on, little looper out towards 2nd, caught by Casey Smith. He'll spin, throw to first, and double off the runner. As Melo running with the pitch was almost to second base when Casey Smith made that catch of the little looping liner, and then he was easily doubled off at first base. So the Bees now with 2 double plays in this game. That'll bring up Clay Timpner, the center fielder, batting .282, 3 doubles, a triple, no homers, and 7 runs batted in. But just like that, 2 outs, nobody on base. Pitch is strike at the knees, 0-1, as we mentioned earlier. The Bees third in the league in double plays turned. As that gives them now 111. The pitch, 0-1 delivery is line foul into the seats. Down the first base side, and the count's 0-2. Bees have committed the third most errors, I should say, 95. Omaha with 99. Fresno with 97. No balls, 2 strikes the pitch. Low and inside to the left-hand batter, and the count on Timpner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outfield shaded towards left. Timpner last night 1 for 4 with a triple and 2 RBI. Both runners coming in on that 3-bagger. The 1-2 pitch, check swing on the pitch into the dirt, and the count's even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Shane Turner, the manager of Fresno, coaching at third base. Jim Bowie, the hitting coach, over at first. Turner in his second tour of duty as the manager at Fresno, his 4th year overall. 1-2 pitch, and Timpner bounces one to the right side, backhanded by Casey Smith. Throw to first in plenty of time for the out, and that retires the side. So no runs in the inning, no hits, an error, but with the double play, nobody left on base. At the end of 3 complete here in Fresno, it's the Bees nothing and the Grizzlies nothing on ESPN 1230.
Zions Bank has absolutely free checking. This means it's absolutely free of hidden fees. Our absolutely free checking comes with absolutely free unlimited check writing and absolutely free online banking and bill pay. All this along with a Visa credit card, an absolutely free Visa debit card, and enrollment in Zions Cash Rewards. We appreciate you, so we want to absolutely free you from hassle with all our absolutely free branches and ATMs available throughout both Utah and Idaho. After all, when all is said and done, the best things in life are, well, family love and sharing. Because although our absolutely free checking is absolutely fantastic, hopefully it's not absolutely the best thing in your life.
Hi, I'm Tom Green, branch manager at the Zions Bank Freeway office. Right now, when you open a free checking account, we'll give you an absolutely free box of checks.
Zions Bank member FDIC, equal housing lender. Some restrictions apply. See branch for details. Credit approval required to obtain Visa credit card.
SOS Staffing Services is a proud sponsor of Bees baseball. Just like the Salt Lake Bees, SOS is Utah's hometown team. Based in Salt Lake City for over 32 years, SOS has 27 strategically placed Utah offices to draft Utah's top talent. SOS specializes in direct placement, temp to hire, and temporary employment in fields such as administrative, technical, production assembly, labor, and many more. So the next time your business needs a pinch hitter or a top draft pick, call SOS Staffing Services.
In Fresno, it's a 0-0 game in the top of the 4th now. Some of that overcast has now moved aside and some patches of blue sky above. Still warm and humid here in Fresno. Casey Smith to lead it off, the only base runner for the Bees through 3 innings as he singled to center in the first. Since then, Matt Palmer's retired 8 in a row. See how Palmer and the Bees starter, Jesse Smith, do the second trip through the order. As Casey Smith takes a fastball high, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Now Palmer working quickly, the pitch. Breaking ball outside at the knees, missed with a slider. 2-0 the count. Again, Casey with an 8-game hitting streak now. His longest of the season. He had a 7-gamer back in mid to late June. 2-0 delivery from Palmer. Swung on and skied to center field. Clay Timpner coming in, still racing hard, now slows down a little bit and makes the catch for the out. But that ball left Smith's bat. He thought it was hit a little bit further than it was, and at the last minute had to race in to make that grab. So 1 out. That'll bring up Eric Ibar, who popped up to the shortstop De La Rosa his first time up. Time now for a look at this date in Salt Lake PCL history, brought to you by Med1 Medical, the exclusive provider of Sleep Smart Gold. It was on this date 3 years ago, July 18th, that Kevin Gregg, Derek Turnbow, and Mark Lukashevitz combined on a 3-hit shutout as Ibar swings and fouls one off at home plate, strike 1. As the Stingers win 7-0 at Portland, the 3 pitchers struck out 9 Beavers and did not issue a walk. Barry Wesson led the offense with 3 hits, including a home run and 3 RBI. The 0-1 to Ibar, just outside at the knees, 1-1. Stop in for a free CPAP pressure check and free tubing. Med One Medical, 10712 South 13th East in Sandys. Ibar chops one foul up the first base side, 1-2. Of course, Kevin Gregg with the Angels. Derek Turnbow with the Brewers in the major leagues. Mark Lukashevitz, at last time I saw, was still pitching in independent ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count on Ibar. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that's 10 batters in a row retired by Palmer. 4th strikeout of the game for the Fresno right-hander. 6 is his season high at the AAA level. That was at Colorado Springs in his last start, batting 6 in just 4 1/3 innings. First pitch to McPherson, curveball low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. A pitch inside at the belt, 2-0. That one almost scraped Dallas's belt buckle. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Curveball low, ball 3. 3-0 the count on Dallas, who probably is just about ready to end his rehab assignment. If that's the case, it'll be interesting to see which player comes back to Salt Lake. Now the pitch, green light for McPherson on 3-0, and he grounds one foul up the first base side as Palmer threw him a slider rather than a fastball. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Several times tonight, Palmer has fallen behind 3-0, and in each case, he's come back to get the hitter. Trying to do it again here after falling behind 3-0 on McPherson. Now the 3-2 pitch. Low, ball 4. And there's the first walk issued by Palmer. And the Bees have their first base runner since the 1-out single by Casey Smith in the first inning. Here's Mike Elward, who bounced out to the second baseman Franzen his first time up. Mike had a 9-game hitting streak snapped last night, his season's best. He hit .400 during the streak, going 14 for 35. A pitch on the way, fastball strike on the outside corner above the knees, 0-1. Infield back, the outfield shaded towards right. A pitch on the way from the right-hander Matt Palmer after picking up the sign from Rodriguez. Swing and a bat handle foul back over the screen into the upper deck below us. And the count on Elward is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Nothing. Our score in the top of the 4th inning. Each team with 1 hit. Now Palmer comes set. And the 0-2. Swinging a foul back again into the upper deck. Still 2 strikes the count on Elward. Ryan Harper going through the signs over at third. At the moment, the Bees have a full roster of 24. Of course, the rehab assignment players don't count against that number. Now the 0-2. Curveball way outside, 1-2. Trying to get Elward to go fishing, but Mike wouldn't put his line in the water. So we'll do it again. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes the count on Elward. Joe Saunders works his way through the 3rd inning, getting Travis Hafner to ground into a double play. Pitch to Elward, swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that retires the side. 5 strikeouts for Palmer, no runs, no hits. A walk and 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's the Bees nothing, Fresno nothing on ESPN 1230.
Dreaming of owning your own home? Cypress Credit Union would like to make your dream a reality with fantastic rates on low-fee construction and mortgage loans. Visit CypressCU.com or speak to a mortgage specialist at 260-7600. We'll help you determine your home buying power and the loan that best fits your needs. Mention this ad and we'll waive the $175 processing fee when you get your mortgage.
Cypress Credit Union. Your future is our future.
Equal housing lender.
Sir, can you hear me?
Imagine you've just been in a traffic accident.
Sir, can you hear me?
And right now, the pressure of the steering wheel against your chest is preventing you from answering this question, while your smashed door is preventing the emergency crew from providing you with the help you're very much in need of.
Okay, sir, we're going to get some equipment in here and get you out of there just as quickly as possible. We need those over here right away.
Imagine the feeling of knowing this happened because you were driving dangerously, driving when you maybe shouldn't have, or allowing yourself to be distracted. Imagine hoping you'll wake up from this nightmare, but not being able to. Imagine the flashing lights and the smell of gasoline.
Sir, can you squeeze my hand?
Now, imagine why they're not bothering to ask these questions to anyone else who was in your car. Consider this a reminder. No one understands the importance of driving safely like someone who didn't. 0 fatalities. It's a goal we can all live with.
We head to the fourth inning. Let's see how the Bees do now. And right-hander Jesse Smith, his second trip through the order. 0-0 the score. It'll be Jason Ellison, Fred Lewis, and Kevin Franzen. Thanks to a couple of double plays, Jesse Smith has faced the minimum 9 batters through 3 innings. Jason Ellison to start things off. Bounced out to the third baseman, Adam Pavkovich, his first time up. Al Smith lines the first pitch to Ellison. A curveball in at the knees. A strike and it's 0-1. Again, the Bees back home on Friday to start a 4-game series with Tucson, which includes the big nights on Saturday and Monday. Fireworks shows for the Pioneer Day holiday weekend as Ellison reaches out of the changeup and taps it foul back into the left of home plate, and the count's 0-2. Again, the box office open tomorrow, as well as Thursday and Friday from 8:30 to 5:30. So get your tickets now. And for extra added incentive on Saturday, the first 1,500 youngsters receive a Bees batting helmet. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Sinks down low, 1-2. That's coming up on Saturday. 7 o'clock starts on both. On Friday and Saturday, 2 o'clock Sunday, 7 o'clock on Monday. Now the 1-2 pitch. Ellison takes the fastball high, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And then Tuesday, the Bees hit the road again for 4 at Memphis, followed by 4 at Nashville. First visits to those 2 cities since 2004 season. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on a chopper toward short. Ibar charges, gloves, throws on the run, and just gets it there in time for the out. Ibar had trouble getting it out of his glove, taking several steps in on that ball, but was able to make the play. He also charged in that ball and just did stick his glove out to his left to snare that bounding ball. So a good play by Ibar, and there's 1 down here in the 4th. That'll bring up Fred Lewis, retired on a comebacker to the pitcher Smith, his first time up. So again, hope to see you out there for Pioneer Day weekend. Tickets still remain for the 2 big fireworks shows, Saturday night and Monday night. A pitch on the way, swing and a fastball and a foul back, strike 1. I mean, what else would you want to do on a Saturday night? Go watch a scoreless tie? I don't think so. You want to come to the ballpark on the Pioneer Day weekend game between the Bees and the Tucson Sidewinders, a team that is scorching hot just like the weather. They've won 9 in a row and have the best record in the PCL at 60-33 heading into tonight's twin bill with Portland, of which they lead the opener 11-1 in the 6th inning. There's a pitch low and outside a ball, and the count on Lewis is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Left-handed hitting Fred Lewis awaits as Smith winds. The 1-1 pitch is popped up into shallow left. Coming in, Jason Espino, the left fielder, is there, and he'll put the squeeze on it for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down here in the Fresno 4th. That'll bring up Kevin Franzen, who bounced out to the second baseman. Casey Smith, his first time up. So 2 out, nobody on base here for the Grizzlies in the bottom of the 4th inning. Now Jesse Smith winds the pitch. Check swing foul, 0-1. He was 6-8 at Arkansas so far this year, and he's in his 4th year. His overall record as a professional now stands at 17-28. Didn't win a game his first year in professional baseball, which includes those 5 appearances for the Provo Angels. Now the 1-strike pitch. Swinging a ground ball past the diving Patkovich down the left field line. Espedo giving chase as he plays the carom off the sidewalk. Throws to second base. The head first dive. He's safe on a close play. Good hustle by Espedo, and was just a fraction of a second away from getting Princeton, trying to stretch that into a double. But he does get the 2-bagger, his 18th of the year, and for the first time in the game for either team, there's a runner in scoring position with 2 out for Mike Cervenek. Not the guy you want to see come to the plate for Fresno with runners on base. As he is now 5 for 5 in this series. So runner at second base. Two out, 0-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. Now, Jesse Smith's pitch. Third ball strike, and at the knees, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to count. Fresno with the first opportunity for either side with a runner in scoring position to break this scoreless deadlock. 1 strike on Cervenek. Now Smith's pitch. Little broken bat looper to the right side, but it goes foul before either Smith or McPherson can get to it. So the count on Cervenek 0-2 as he goes back to the dugout to pick up a new piece of lumber. So the count, no balls, 2 strikes on Cervenek. As the Bees and the Grizzlies, so far, 0-0. Over in Tacoma in the 3rd, Las Vegas leading the Rainiers 3-1. So Franzen, the runner at second base, 2 out, 2 strikes on Cervenek. Now a train whistle signifying that the 801 is right on time. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. He struck him out, and Jesse Smith picked an outstanding time to have a Bees pitcher retire Mike Cervenek for the first time in this series. Second strikeout for Smith. No runs, 1 hit. 1 runner left on base. At the end of 4, it remains the Bees 0, Fresno 0 on ESPN 1230.
Welcome to McDonald's. Can you take your order?
Come on, what do you want?
Well,
I don't know what I want for breakfast because I can't think before I have breakfast. How do I decide what I want for breakfast if I can't think until I get breakfast?
You'll have a number 1 with a large coffee.
Snap out of it with the delicious bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle sandwich from McDonald's. And if you need more help in the morning, visit McMornings.com.
Like you read my mind. It's a pretty short book.
At participating McDonald's.
Mountains West Ranches Recreational Properties has beautiful recreational and cabin properties conveniently located by Starvation Reservoir. They offer 5, 10, 20, 40, and 80-acre or larger parcels at reasonable pricing with guaranteed access and simple, easy owner, low-down, low monthly financing. There's an abundance of wildlife, including deer and elk, that roam the property year-round. There are endless ATV trails, snowmobiling, hiking, boating, camping, fishing, horseback riding, spectacular views, and so much more. But most of all, you'll escape the rat race of the city and enjoy sheer peace, quiet, rest, and relaxation. Call us to schedule your appointment, 1-877-894-5658, or check our website at mwranches.com. Mountains West Ranches, where the air is clean, the skies are blue, the water is clear, and the magnificent views are waiting there for you to enjoy.
Speedo, Adam Paskovich, Corey Myers due up for the Bees. So we go to the top of the fifth inning in a 0-0 game. Jason Speedo struck out swinging his first time up against right-hander Matt Palmer. First pitch on the way, a fastball strike, and it's 0-1. Our fifth inning, middle of the game reset of the Fresno defensive alignment. Fred Lewis, Clay Timpner, Jason Ellison in left, center, and right. The 0-1. Speedo swings and lifts one in the air to right center field. Coming in and over for it, the right fielder Jason Ellison puts it away for out number 1. So Speedo is retired. 1 out for Adam Paskovich. Bounced out to the second baseman Franzen his first time up. On the infield, Mike Cervenek at third. Tomas De La Rosa at short. Kevin Franzen at second and Lance Necro at first. A battery of Matt Palmer pitching. And Guillermo Rodriguez catching. First pitch to Paskovich, a fastball high, ball 1. The Bees have only 1 hit through 4 1/3 innings off of Palmer. The 1-out single in the first inning by Casey Smith. Grizzlies have 2 hits so far. The 1-0 pitch, a slider low and outside, away from the right-handed hitter. And the count's 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes to count. And the Bees have had only 2 base runners. Nobody has advanced past first base. Now the 2-0 delivery. Paskovich takes a strike on the outside corner at the belt. 2-1. Again, Fresno getting a runner to second base on the 2-out double by Franzen. The pitch. Swung on, line to left field, a base hit. So Paskovich is aboard as Fred Lewis, the left fielder, takes that ball on the second hop. And so Paskovich is aboard with a 1-out single. So now the hits are even at 2 apiece. Here's Corey Myers, who grounded out to the shortstop. Tomas De La Rosa his first time up. Infield double play depth now for the Grizzlies. First pitch on the way to Myers. Curveball low, ball 1. They appeal the check swing, but knows his first base umpire, Paul Chandler. He did not go around. 1 ball, no strikes to count on Myers. The outfield pretty much straight away for Corey. Now Palmer's pitch. Swing and a double play ball to second. Franzen has it over to De La Rosa for 1. Double clutches to get away from the sliding Paskovich, but still gets it over there to first in time for the out. 4-6-3 double play, no runs, 1 hit. Nobody left on base. We're halfway through the scheduled 9-rounder. It's the Bees nothing, Fresno nothing on ESPN 1230.
My little favorite, it's time. What's he talking about? He's always making these big promises. McDonald's makes it easy for you to find fortune. Just check out Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean. Dead Man's Chest now in theaters. Then get a Big Mac sandwich. Peel the tab. Find the code and you could win great riches like a new Volvo. It's easy to win. I'm not it.
No purchase necessary. Open to legal residents of the U.S., Puerto Rico, and Canada. 13 or older. Game until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time, 7:31:06. A while distribution supplies last. Car game until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time, 7:31:06. See official rules inside participating McDonald's or at playatmcd.com for complete details. Void where prohibited.
Hi, Stock Exchange? Hi. Can I speak with a bell ringer? Yeah, the person who rings that morning bell. Oh, well, I have an announcement to make. Oh, see, I need to tell everyone on the exchange floor that I'm selling my home. Yeah, that's right. I'm selling my home. Oh, well, I need the Dow to stay up. Give those stockbrokers a little added motivation, keep the economy moving so my home will sell faster. Well, it can't hurt.
Okay, so you can't influence the economy, but choosing a Coldwell Banker residential brokerage agent will help you get the best price for your home, no matter what the market conditions are. Coldwell Banker agents are the most well-trained real estate professionals in the business. They're at the cutting edge of local and national market trends. They use the most advanced marketing tools in the industry, and they specialize in strategically positioning your home so it sells on your terms. Get every advantage when you sell your home.
Yep, still me. Still holding for that bell ringer person.
Call a Coldwell Banker professional in your neighborhood or visit utahhomes.com. Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage is owned and operated by NRT Incorporated.
Bottom of the fifth inning now here in Fresno. No score. Each team with 2 hits so far. It'll be Lance Necro, Guillermo Rodriguez, and Juan Melo, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters to face. Right-hander Jesse Smith. Our fifth inning, middle of the game reset of the Bees defensive alignment. Jason Espedo in left, Reggie Willits in center, and Darren Blakely in right. Adam Pavkovich at third, Eric Ibar at short, Casey Smith at second, and Dallas McPherson is at first. The battery of Jesse Smith pitching and Corey Myers catching. Lance Negro, the batter, bounced into a 6-4-3 double play. His first time up. No score. 2 hits this side. The Bees have committed the only error so far. Mentioned double plays. The pitch on the way. Swinging a high pop-up. Right side of the infield. McPherson coming down the line. Has it for out number 1. 1 away in the first 4 innings. Joe Saunders has induced 3 double plays. For the Angels in the 1-0 game against Cleveland. So 2 outs, nobody on base. The pitch to Rodriguez. Swinging a ground ball to short, backing up on it. Ibar has it in short left. The long throw in time for the out. Getting Rodriguez by a step. 2 up, 2 down. So 2 out, nobody on base. So 2 out, nobody on. Here's Malo reached on the error by McPherson, who dropped a throw from Casey Smith on a ground ball to Casey. First pitch on the way. Malo takes a strike on the outside corner at the knees, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Check swing, misses low for a ball. One ball, 1 strike to count on Malo. Now Smith ready, the 1-1. Swinging a chopper to the right side. Casey Smith in short right field has it. The toss to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Jesse Smith. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Another 1-2-3 inning brought to you by Keith Barton and Associates. It's just that easy. At the end of 5, it's the Bees nothing, Fresno nothing on ESPN 1230.
Introducing Papa John's new sizzling fajita pizza with onions and peppers, a new Southwestern pizza sauce. Choose marinated steak or grilled chicken for only $11.99. A large sizzling fajita pizza, just $11.99. Call now or order online at papajohns.com. Play 100 sizzling days of summer at papajohns.com for a chance to win a Chrysler Crossfire. See store or website for details. Limited delivery area charges may apply.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Paulie Colosimo here.
Yo, along with Joey as always. So, Paulie, tell the folks why we're so excited for spring to get here.
That's easy, so we can sunbathe in our Speedos, right?
Well, I do enjoy that. And with the packs we have, the ladies enjoy it too. But that's not what I had in mind.
Oh, well, you must be talking about grilling some of our Magnifico Colosimo sausages then.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Paulie.
Bada bing.
When most people think about grilling, they think about chicken or steaks. But those are wimp meat.
Yeah, if you want something with real taste and real kick, you gotta go with authentic Colosimo sausages on the grill.
Oh, yeah.
Some nice thick brats, a mild Italian or Tuscan. Just thinking about it makes me saliva ache.
Yeah, some hot Italian, which kind of reminds me of us in our Speedo.
A couple of hot Italians. You got that right, Joey.
Colosimo sausage. The sausage people. Now available at Dan's, Macy's, and Smith's.
Well, you can build a pretty big omelet with the goose eggs up on the board so far. It's 0-0 going to the 6th inning. Darren Blakely, Reggie Willits, and Casey Smith. The 9-1 and 2 hitters due up for the Bees here in the 6th to face right-hander Matt Palmer, who's allowed 2 hits, only 3 base runners, and no one for Salt Lake has been able to advance past first base. Darren Blakely struck out swinging his first time up, and the first pitch is fouled back into the upper deck, strike 1. Time now for our sixth inning update of the average scoreboard. Sacramento at Colorado Springs in a doubleheader due to the rain out yesterday. The 0-1 to Blakely. Change up, misses outside at the knees, 1-1. River Cats rally to win the first game, 8-4 with a 4-run sixth and a 4-run seventh. In the bottom of the fourth in the nightcap, Sky Sox lead the River Cats 4-2 as Blakely slices one down the left field line, but that one twists foul into the seats, and the count on Darren is 1-2. Tucson won the opener of their doubleheader caused by the travel problems for the Beavers yesterday. Tucson wins their 10th in a row, routing Portland 11-1. 5 home runs for the Sidewinders in that game. Nothing in yet on game 2. The 1-2 to Blakely, ripped foul quickly into the seats on the first base side. And hopefully everybody's all right. That one might have caught a young lady in the arm. Nashville a winner at Omaha today, 2-1. At Des Moines in the ninth, Iowa trails Oklahoma 5-4. If the Cubs don't rally, they'll fall 4 games behind Nashville in the American North. She looks to be all right, but I think that one's going to leave a mark. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Low and outside to the left-hand batter. 2-2 the count on Blakely. In the 8th inning at Memphis, Round Rock and the Redbirds are tied, 9-9. Timo Perez and Junior Spivey, a couple of veterans, have homered for Memphis as Blakely check swing bouncer foul off the railing in front of the third base dugout, and it's still 2-2. New Orleans at Albuquerque rained out. Las Vegas now in the 4th, leading at Tacoma 6-1. Home runs for Matt Kemp and Edwin Bellarine. 2-2 on Darren Blakely, leading off the 6th for the Bees. The pitch. Well, curveball bounces into the dirt and away from the catcher Rodriguez to fill the count at 3-2. They're still in a rain delay in the bottom of the 9th inning. At New York, the Yankees and the Mariners tied at 4. New York scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th to tie it up. Pitch to Blakely, swinging a ground ball. Backhanded nicely by Necro. The underhand lead toss to Palmer in time for the out as Lance Necro takes a hit away from Darren Blakely. 1 out to the top of the order, Reggie Willits, who has grounded out and struck out in 2 plate appearances. They're in the 9th at Baltimore, Oakland 5, and the Orioles 4. Angels still trailing Cleveland 1-0. Nope, take that back. An RBI single by Vladimir Guerrero in the 4th has tied up that game at 1-1. And Joe Saunders going for the Angels in that one. First pitch to Willits, swinging a ground ball, right side pass, the diving Necro this time into right field. And Willits is aboard with a 1-out single. 3rd hit of the ball game for the Bees. And so Reggie aboard with 1 out. Here's Casey Smith, 1 for 2. The White Sox whip Detroit 7-1. Chicago's beaten the Tigers 6 out of 7 meetings this year. The win pulls the White Sox back to within 3.5 games of the front-running Tigers. Boston shut out Kansas City 1-0. A 1-hitter combined by John Lester and Jonathan Papelbon. The victim of no offense, Brandon Duckworth. Now the pitch. Smith takes a strike on the outside corner at the knees, 0-1. Texas with a 5-run 8th beats Toronto 5-2, and Tampa Bay falls at Minnesota 8-1 as Francisco Liriano outduels Scott Kazmir. Justin Morneau with his 25th home run for the Twins. Now the toss to first, and Willits is back. Reggie with 23 stolen bases this year. As he had one from the Sacramento series taken away today statistically. Now the pitch, there goes Reggie. The curveball low and outside. The throw to second base, not in time. And Willits is in with his 24th stolen base. And for the first time tonight, the Bees have a runner in scoring position. And the count on Casey Smith now is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. So 24 stolen bases in 38 attempts for Reggie. National League board in the bottom of the 5th at Phoenix. The Dodgers lead the Diamondbacks 3-0. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count on Casey. The pitch. Swing and a tap foul. He just got a piece of a slider away, 1-2. Padres 3, Phillies 2. San Diego batting in the bottom of the fourth inning. Giants lead the Brewers 2-1 in the fourth. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Casey Smith. Palmer looks back towards Willits. And now the pitch home. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. He struck him out. Strikeout number 6 for Palmer, which equals his AAA high. So 2 down, and it's up to Eric Ibar if the Bees are to cash in. He's popped up to short and struck out swinging. Colorado hammered the Pirates in Pittsburgh 13-4. Washington with a run in the 8th to tie and a run in the 9th to edge the Marlins 7-6. The Mets pounded Cincinnati 8-3. Cubs over the Astros 4-2. And Atlanta walloped the Cardinals 14-5. Here it's 0-0. Top of the 6th inning. The Bees with a runner at second base and 2 out. Now the right-hander Palmer's pitch, and Ibar takes a curveball low, ball 1. 1-0 the count on Ibar. Willits, of course, good speed out at second base. Now Palmer ready, and the 1-0. Swinging a ground foul back into the right of home plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. It took forever to deliver that pitch. 1-1 the count. He's nothing. Fresno nothing. Runner at second base, 2 outs. The infield back, the outfield swung around towards left. The 1-1 pitch. Ibar takes low and away, ball 2. Eric, a switch hitter, batting left-handed against the right-hander, Palmer. Dallas McPherson due next. Now the 2-1 offering. Ibar swings. It's a bouncing ball. Back of first, a fair ball. Necro's got it. The underhand lead toss just in time to get Ibar to retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Bees nothing, Fresno nothing on ESPN 1230.
Cache Valley Electric is a proud sponsor of the Salt Lake Bees. Cache Valley Electric has provided clients with the best in electrical construction since 1915. A premier electrical contractor with the ability to provide heavy industrial, commercial, teledata, cell tower, technology services, service and signal, and utility construction. A proud member of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, National Electrical Contractors Association. Cache Valley Electric, a tradition of excellence since 1915.
Okay, you guys, time for bed.
Daddy, take me for a ride to the bedroom. No, me.
All right, both of you hop on. Oh, man, you guys are getting heavy.
Daddy, you sound like a piggy.
I'm not a piggy. I'm a dinosaur.
No, dinosaurs sound like this. You sound like this.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out.
There are moments that make life meaningful.
Mommy, Daddy's a piggy.
Well, he's a cute little piggy.
One seriously out of shape piggy.
At Select Health, we want to help you enjoy each one. With our health and wellness programs, we're striving to help you and your family stay fit and healthy and be right there with you as life unfolds.
Look, Mommy, the piggy's jumping on the bed.
Daddy's starting a new exercise program.
You know what they say, when pigs fly.
Good one.
Yeah, I'm too tired to be funny. I gotta sit down.
To learn how we're working to make healthcare simpler, visit selecthealth.org. Select Health. Simply there.
We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. 0-0. It'll be Tomas De La Rosa, Clay Timpner, and Jason Allison to face Jesse Smith, who moves into the 6th inning of his AAA debut. In Anaheim, Howie Kendrick just delivered a 2-run single, and the Angels now lead the Indians 4-1. Not the first time this year that Kendrick has helped out Joe Saunders. Here's Tomas De La Rosa, a little flare to the second baseman, Casey Smith, who turned it into a double play as Juan Melo left the bag and never went back to first base as he was running with the pitch. Curveball struck in the outside corner at the knees to De La Rosa. 0-1. No balls, one strike. Now Jesse Smith pitch. Line drive, a soft one though, right at Eric Ivar, who makes the bill of the cap high catch for out number one. De La Rosa retired, one away for Clay Timpner, who bounced out to Casey Smith at second. Congratulations to former PCL umpire Lance Barksdale, who today was added to the roster of full-time umpires by Major League Baseball. One out, nobody on base. The pitch, showing bunt. Timpner takes a curveball for a strike, 0-1. Eric Ivar's brother Willie called back up to the Dodgers when they put second baseman Jeff Kent on the disabled list. I think this is Willie Ivar's third tour of duty with the Dodgers. 0-1 pitch is high, and the count's even at 1 ball, 1 strike. One out, bases empty for the Grizzlies here in the bottom of the sixth. The pitch. Timpner takes low, ball 2. 2-1 the count. One of the rare times tonight that Jesse Smith has fallen behind in the count. Pavkovich in close at third to guard against the bunt. The 2-1. Swinging away. He slices one foul. Out of play down the left field line, and that evens the count at 2-2. Say if you have a youngster 14 and under, stop by the Larry H. Miller Chevrolet location at 5650 South State Street in Murray and enter them to win a chance to be an honorary bat kid at a Bees home game. Larry H. Miller Chevrolet, after all, you know this guy. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Fastball inside at the belt, ball 3. The count on Timpner is full 3-2. The first time tonight that Jesse Smith has gone to a full count. Now the pitch. Looped foul down the left field side, out of play. So we'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 1 out, nobody on base. Full count, Jesse Smith. The young right-hander looks in, gets his sign from Corey Myers. Here's the 3-2 payoff pitch. Swung on, lifted into shallow left center. Reggie Willits, a long run, dives and does not make the catch. They ruled it a trap. Good effort by Reggie, who flips it back in towards second base. An all-out head-first dive, but he couldn't quite come up with it. Third hit of the ball game for Fresno. So now runner at first, 1 out for Jason Ellison, who's 0 for 2. He's bounced to third and grounded to short. Catcher Corey Myers out to talk with Smith. They'll keep an eye on Timpner, who's 3 out of 5 in the stolen base department so far for Fresno. He was 11 out of 17 in the stolen base department at Double-A Connecticut. RBI single by Sean Figgins now makes it a 5-1 Angels lead over Cleveland in the bottom of the 4th inning at the Big A. Runner at first base, 1 out. Smith steps off and tosses to first, and the runner is back. One out. Timpner, the runner at first. 0-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. Smith ready. Again the step off and throw to first, and Timpner is back. Jason Ellison, the batter. Again, just his 4th game back. He, along with Lance Necro, their 4th games back after being sent down by the Giants. Throw to first again, a little bit closer, but again, Timpner dives back in safely. Again, Ellison was hitting just .214 in 72 games for the Giants prior to his demotion. Speedy outfielder. Now Smith, first pitch to Ellison. Swing. And a miss at a pitch in the dirt, and it gets by. Corey Myers, and that allows Tipner to go to second base. That sinker had some nasty action on it, fooling the hitter Ellison, but getting by the catcher Myers. That'll be scored as a wild pitch as it hit the dirt before it got to Myers. So now the potential go-ahead runs at second base with only one out. A couple of years ago with Fresno, Ellison made a leaping play against the wall in center field, but could not make the catch on a ball. It was shaken up on the play as Ellison takes inside 1-1, but he eventually stayed in the ball game. The next day, got to the ballpark, and someone on the Grizzlies had taken some of the masking tape and did one of those police body outlines of Ellison banging against the wall. It actually stayed up there for the entire game. It was pretty funny to see that out there in center field. Now the 1-1 pitch to Ellison. Swing and a miss at a fastball, and the count's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count on Ellison. Bees nothing, Grizzlies nothing here in the 6th. Fresno, for the second time in the game, getting a runner into scoring position. The first time they've done so with less than 2 out. Now Smith ready, and the 1-2 pitch to Ellison. Fastball just outside at the knees, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ellison looking up the line at third as Shane Turner flashes some signs. Now again, Smith ready. The glance back towards the runner at second. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, pulled the string on that one, and had Ellison way out in front of it. Just the 3rd strikeout for Smith, and now there's 2 down here in the 6th. Here's Fred Lewis, who's 0 for 2. He's bounced to the mound and flied to left field. So 2 outs, a runner at second base. The ice-breaking run out at second in this 0-0 game. Jesse Smith and Matt Palmer locking horns on the mound tonight. The first pitch on the way to Lewis. A little bit low, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Tomorrow night, Nathan Bland, the left-hander, gets the start for the Bees at 3-3. Nick Pereira, 1-2, goes for the Grizzlies. Again, an 8:05 start will be on the air at 7:45 with the on-deck circle. 1-0 pitch to Lewis on the way. Strike on the outside corner at the knees, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Diamondbacks put pitcher first baseman Tony Clark on the disabled list, recalling right-hander Tony Pena from Tucson. Now Smith, the kick in the 1-1. Curveball strike, a beauty in at the knees, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Smith trying to work out of a jam here in the 6th. 1-2 the count from the belt. The kick, the pitch. Fastball inside as Lewis jackknifes to get out of the way, and that evens the count at 2-2. Interesting note, outfielder Damian Jackson for Washington placed on the disabled list with what's being described as esophageal spasms. Pitcher Mike O'Connor recalled from the New Orleans Zephyrs. Time called at home plate as Lewis steps out. Runner at second base, 2 out, 0-0 our score. The hits are even at 3 apiece. The Bees have committed the only error. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit. 1 runner left on base as we go to the 7th. Bees nothing, Fresno nothing on ESPN 1230.
Hey, guys.
Yeah?
I'm not feeling too good.
Oh, you're looking a tad green for a raccoon.
I think it might be the taco burrito I ate.
What?
Why? It was cheap.
Well, you're paying for it now.
Oh.
Why eat junk at night when you can go to Wendy's? We make everything fresh right when you order, like our new 99-cent crispy chicken sandwich. That's right, all white meat chicken for just 99 cents.
Oh.
Why didn't you just go to Wendy's?
Not too bright. Make it a Wendy's night and do what tastes right till 2 a.m. Prices and participation may vary.
Okay, you guys, time for bed.
Daddy, take me for a ride to the bedroom. No.
All right, both of you hop on. Oh, man, you guys are getting heavy.
Daddy, you sound like a piggy.
I'm not a piggy. I'm a dinosaur.
No, dinosaurs sound like this. You sound like this.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out.
There are moments that make life meaningful.
Mommy, Daddy's a piggy.
Well, he's a cute little piggy.
One seriously out of shape piggy.
At Select Health, we want to help you enjoy each one. With our health and wellness programs, we're striving to help you and your family stay fit and healthy and be right there with you as life unfolds.
Look, Mommy, the piggy's jumping on the bed.
Daddy's starting a new exercise program.
You know what they say, when pigs fly.
Good one.
Yeah, I'm too tired to be funny. I gotta sit down.
To learn how we're working to make healthcare simpler, visit selecthealth.org. Select Health. Simply there.
We head now to the seventh inning. It's a 0-0 ball game. 3 hits aside. A dandy duel between Matt Palmer of Fresno and Jesse Smith of the Bees. Dallas McPherson to lead things off here in the seventh. He is grounded to second base and walked in his 2 plate appearances. Oh, here's McPherson standing in against Palmer. The pitch. Curveball in at the knees. A strike 0-1. Our Zions Bank 7th inning game summary. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Bees. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Grizzlies. Now the 0-1. McPherson grounds one towards the middle. Scooped up by the second baseman. Franzen into his right. Throws to first for the out. Nicely done by the Fresno second baseman. Coming in over to his right, but getting there in time to be able to get in front of the ball and make a four-handed play instead of a backhanded glove. So 1 out. Here's Mike Elward, who's grounded out and struck out in 2 plate appearances. Bees, through the first 6 innings, have left 3 runners on base. The Grizzlies have stranded 2. First pitch to Elward. Curveball low and outside. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. Palmer working into the 7th now for the first time in his 6th career AAA start. Now the 1-0. Swinging a pop foul. Back it out of play. That evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yankees-Mariners game still in a rain delay in the bottom of the 9th. Tied at 4. When play resumes, I believe the Yankees will have runners at first and second, 2 out. And they've already scored 2 runs in the inning to tie it up as Palmer misses outside with a slider, and the count's 2-1. The 2 balls, 1 strike, the count on Elward. Now time called by the home plate umpire Knight just before Palmer started to rock into motion. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count on Mike Elward with 1 out and the bases empty here in the 7th inning. Again, time called as Elward steps out. Now Mike back in. Palmer's pitch. Low and outside, ball 3. 3-1 the count on Elward. Jason Espedo due next. 3 balls, 1 strike. Palmer delivers. Swinging a ground ball back at third, and that's a fair ball. Rolling down the left field line, headed towards the corner. Lewis able to cut it off. Elward going for second base, and the ball slipped out of the hands of Lewis. And so Elward into second base. He was going to test the arm of Fred Lewis there. And as he threw the ball, it squirted out like a slippery bar of soap. But it's going to go as a double for Elward. That's his 14th of the year, and that's his first hit in 7 at-bats in this series. So the Bees once again have a runner in scoring position with 1 out. And the batter will be Jason Espedo, who has struck out and flied out in 2 plate appearances. Palmer ready, and the first pitch to Espedo. Into the side, and it hit him. That one caught Espedo in the leg, and so Espedo hit by a pitch for the 4th time in 23 games in a Salt Lake uniform. As Palmer came inside to back him off the plate and came in too far. There is activity in the Fresno bullpen. I believe that's AAA veteran Brandon Villafuerte, and it is. So the Bees with their best opportunity now, runners at first and second, with 1 out, and Adam Pavkovich at the plate. He's 1 for 2, single to left his last time up. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count. Elward at second, Espedo at first. Not a lot of speed on the base paths right now. Now Palmer ready, and the 0-1. Swung on and skied to center field. Going out Franzen, Tintner coming in, Tintner calling for it and making the catch for the second out. So 2 down, runners at first and second, and it's up to Corey Myers. Grounded out to short in the 3rd, bounced into an inning-ending double play his last time up. So here's Corey Myers. By the way, that B's 7th inning game summary, and not a whole lot to summarize about, brought to you by Zions Bank. At Zions Bank, they haven't forgotten who keeps them in business. The only thing we didn't mention, Jesse Smith in his AAA debut, 6 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 4 strikeouts, no walks. First pitch to Myers. Breaking ball low and outside to the right-handed batter. Ball 1. One ball, no strikes on Myers. Only 1 for 13 against Fresno pitching this year. The pitch. Strike on the outside corner at the knees, a fastball, and that evens the count at 1-1. They're going to the 6th at Anaheim. The Angels 5 and Cleveland 1. Joe Saunders working with a lead, inducing 4 double plays in that game in 5 innings. Now the right-hander Palmer's 1-1 pitch. Myers takes a curveball in at the knees, a strike, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Darren Blakely due next. Elwood trying to stretch out as big a lead as possible at second base. Espedo, a good-sized lead at first, and now time called as Palmer steps off. One ball, 2 strikes the count on Myers. Palmer ready, and the 1-2 pitch. Herb ball grounded towards first. It stays fair. Scooping it up, Necro. He'll take it 3 steps to the bag, and that'll do it for the Bees in the 7th inning. No runs, 1 hit, 2 runners left on base. 7th inning stretch time. Brought to you by America First Credit Union. For any financial needs, come to America First Credit Union, where members come first. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Still, the Bees nothing, Fresno nothing on ESPN 1230.
Hey, Bees fans, are you looking for a summer deal and a meal to satisfy your cravings? Stop by Wiener Schnitzel today for the 2 for $2.22 deal. Chili cheese dog and chili cheeseburger, only $2.22. Hurry in today. And while you're there, don't forget to cool down with the new Tasty Freeze Brownie Freezy. Chewy brownies mixed with creamy vanilla Tasty Freeze soft serve, topped with chocolate syrup. Wiener Schnitzel. It's the official hot dog of the Salt Lake Bees. Wiener Schnitzel, pushing the boundaries of taste.
Attention motorcycle and ATV riders, dreaming of a new Yamaha motorcycle or ATV? Well, stop dreaming and start heading to Plaza Cycle for the huge Yamaha Get Out and Ride sales event. Because right now, you can get payments as low as $89 a month for 24 months with 0 down on a huge selection of new Yamaha motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, and scooters. You heard right. Payments as low as $89 a month plus 0 down for 2 full years on a new Yamaha. So visit Plaza Cycle today for the huge Get Out and Ride sales event, because an offer this good won't last. Plaza Cycle at 1379 West, 3300 South in the heart of Salt Lake Valley. Plaza Cycle, walk in, ride out. On the Yamaha card, subject to credit approval through 8/31/06 on select new Yamaha motorcycles, excluding FJR models, ATVs, side-by-sides, and scooters. As low as $89 monthly payment for 24 months at 8.9% APR for amounts financed up to $10,000 for account kept current. Thereafter, the standard rate of 12.99% or 22.99% APR applying. Default rate 24.99%. Minimum finance charge $1. See dealer for ATV age restrictions. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. Call 1-800-887-287.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It'll be Kevin Prince and Mike Cervenek and Lance Necro, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. The heart of the order due up for Fresno here in the 7th against right-hander Jesse Smith. Kevin Prince 1 for 2, doubled down the left field line his last time up. Came with 2 outs, though, and he was left stranded at second base. Just a reminder, if the Bees take the lead, be on the lookout for the Geico Insurance run of the game. The first time after the 5th inning, the Bees score a run to add to a lead. Geico Insurance will donate $25 to the Air Force Fund. Check your yellow pages to call your local Geico office today. There have been 39 Geico Insurance runs so far this year, making the total donation $975. First pitch to Franson. Swing and a miss to the fastball. Strike one. 0-1 the count on Franson. 27 games for the Giants this year. Hit .210. No balls, 1 strike the count. As Franson steps out of the batter's box. The outfield straight away. Pavkovich even with a bag at third as the 0-1 comes home. Change up high, and that evens the count at 1-1. Brandon wearing number 19 on the back of his uniform in honor of his brother who passed away after a 19-year courageous battle with cancer. The 1-1 pitch. Curveball high, 2-1 when he was called up to the big leagues earlier this year. Dave Righetti, the pitching coach for the Giants, offered him the number 19, and Franzen says, not this time, but if I think I'm there to stay, then maybe we'll talk. There's a fastball strike on the outside corner at the belt, 2-2. Franzen's family and Righetti's family, longtime neighbors in San Jose. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now Smith deals. Swung on, little broken bat flare, shallow center, that's going to fall in for a base hit. Beyond Casey Smith and in front of Reggie Willits, and the leadoff man is aboard for the Grizzlies here in the 7th inning. Their 4th hit of the ball game. Third time they've been able to get the leadoff man on base. On the other 2 occasions, Jesse Smith was able to get a double play ball. So here's Cervenek, who has singled and struck out in 2 plate appearances. Now Smith sets. And the first pitch to Cervenek. Swing and a miss to the fastball, strike one. In the 6th inning at Tacoma, it's now Las Vegas 7 and the Rainiers 1. So no balls, 1 strike on Cervenek. The infield double play depth. Smith steps off and looks over towards Franson. Now Jesse Smith ready. And the 0-1. Swung on and lofted in the air towards left. Jason Espedo coming in. Still coming in is there, and he'll put it away for out number 1. So Cervenek retired, 1 down. Franzen holds at first, and that'll bring up Lance Necro, who's grounded into a double play and popped up. Wouldn't be at all surprised to see Franzen on the move, try to steal a base to get into scoring position. He's 6 out of 9 in the stolen base department this year. And Fresno .37-58, lowest winning percentage in the league right now at .389. But a battle here, nothing in the 7th. Pitch on the way, and it's low, ball one. 1-0 the count. Quite a battle last night, eventually won by the Bees in 9 innings, 7-6. On the 9th inning, RBI single by Eric Ibar. Franzen at first base, 1 out. Smith throws over, and Franzen dives back in safely. In the top of the 8th, the Bees will have Blakely, Willits, and Smith, the 9-1 and 2 hitters due up. One ball, no strikes the count on the right-hand hitting Lance Niekro. Now Smith ready from the belt. The kick and the pitch. Swung on and popped up foul. First base side. That's going to wind up into the upper deck. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice one-handed grab by the gentleman. Looked like he had a beverage in his left hand and made the catch with his right. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count on Niekro. Though Saunders has now completed 6 innings, he's probably done for the night at 87 pitches. 4 hits, 1 run in 6 innings, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, and 4 double plays induced. $4,572, the announced attendance here tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike on Niekro. Franzen the lead at first, the pitch. Sinks down low, ball 2. 2-1 the count. Brandon Villafuerte still throwing in the bullpen for Fresno, so it's likely that Matt Palmer is done for the night. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Now Smith ready, the pitch. Niekro grounds 1 to third, takes a high hop. Pavkovich stays with it and throws to second base and throws it into right field. Getting up and going to third is Franzen. They had the double play set up, and Adam Pavkovich's throw sailed on him and over the head of second baseman Casey Smith. And so for the first time tonight, the Grizzlies have a runner at third base on the error by Pavkovich. Second B's error of the game. So a tough break for Jesse Smith, who now faces Guillermo Rodriguez, who has struck out and grounded out in 2 plate appearances. May have been difficult to turn 2, but they should have gotten at least 1. Instead, they don't get anybody. And runners are at first and third as activity begins to stir in the Salt Lake bullpen. Right-hander Matt Hensley is up. So here's Rodriguez, who came into this game red hot with 4 consecutive 2-hit games. The infield at double play depth, and they could sure use 1 here. As Smith steps off. Adam Pavkovich's throwing error opening the door for the Grizzlies here in the 7th to snap this 0-0 deadlock. Smith ready, and the first pitch to Rodriguez. Swung on, driven to right center field. Blakely on the run will make the catch, but tagging at third is Franzen, and he'll score the first run of the ball game. A sacrifice fly and a run batted in. The run is unearned at the moment, but it does not matter. It's 1-0 Grizzlies as they break through. Rodriguez with his 6th run batted into the year and his 3rd of this series. So now here's Juan Melo, who has reached on an error and grounded out. As the Bees' defensive woes continue. So runner at first base, 2 out. The pitch inside, and that one hits Melo and deflects all the way to the third base dugout. So Melo hit by a pitch. That pushes Niekro to second base. Melo not particularly happy, but certainly that's not an intentional move there. You don't want to, you're already down 1-0. You don't want to do anything to give the opposition an opportunity to add to that lead. Tomas De La Rosa will be the batter. He's hit 2 soft liners, 1 to second and 1 to short. So Negro at second, Malo at first, 2 outs, and De La Rosa the batter. As the Bees defense lets down Jesse Smith, and the Bees now trail 1-0 here in the 7th inning. In the meantime, they're in danger of being shut out for the 6th time this year, I believe it is. First pitch on the way from Smith to De La Rosa. A curveball striking, it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. They've been blanked 5 times so far this year coming into this game. No balls, 1 strike. Now the right-hander Smith pitch. Low and outside, 1-1. If they were to be shut out for a 6th time, that would leave the team 1 shy of the record despite leading the PCL in hitting. The franchise record for being shut out in a season is 7 times by the 2002 team, which ironically went to the PCL finals that year. The 1-1 delivery, De La Rosa swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. They've been already blanked once on this trip, 5-0 at Sacramento last Friday. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now Smith pitch into the dirt. Good stop by the catcher Myers, and the count's even at 2-2. And Tucson won their opening game of the night, 11-1. With that, Tucson now, after the Bees have led throughout the entire season, the Sidewinders now take over the league lead in runs scored. 2 balls, 2 strikes on De La Rosa as Smith delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that retires the side. But tough luck for the youngster. 1 unearned run, 1 hit, a very costly error, and 2 runners were left on the base paths. As we go to the 8th, it's now Fresno 1, the Bees 0 on ESPN 1230.
When it's time for your next set of tires, do you want the tire with the best warranty in the business? Then you should head to Big O Tires. When it's time for your next pair of Bees baseball game tickets, do you want free tickets and a chance to win $50,000? Then get to Big O Tires for an entry form and details. No purchase necessary. Big O Tires, Utah's #1 tire store.
A reputation you can ride on. Big O Tires. Med1 Medical. Med1 Medical.
Are you using the same smelly mask and tubing that you got when you started? Masks and tubing should be replaced regularly. You won't believe how much nicer it is to breathe in a new mask. It's healthier, too. Call Med1 today at 800-248-5882. With a new mask, you'll have fewer colds and sore throats. Do you snore when you're wearing your CPAP? If your CPAP is working as it should, you should never snore when you have the CPAP machine on. An old, worn-out mask causes leaks and will not allow your CPAP machine to operate at the correct pressure. Schedule an appointment to visit our sleep laboratory and bring your CPAP machine, and we'll do a free pressure check and give you a free CPAP tube. Sign up for our Sleep Smart Gold maintenance program, and your first mask is free. Call 800-248-5882.
Med1 Medical. Med1 Medical.
Inning, and the Bees now trail 1-0 on the unearned run plated by the Grizzlies in the bottom of the 7th inning. And now Brandon Villafuerte comes on to pitch for the Fresno Grizzlies, making his 35th appearance out of the bullpen. In 48 1/3 innings, he's given up 41 hits, 26 runs, all of them earned. He has struck out 38 and walked 15. Villafuerte 2-4 with a 4.84 earned run average. PCL batting .234 against the 5'11", 195-pound right-hander in his 12th professional season. His 4th outing of the year against the Bees, he's given up 1 run on 6 hits. in 4 2/3 innings. Darren Blakely to lead it off. Swings and misses at a fastball, strike one. The final line on an outstanding effort by Matt Palmer. 7 innings, 4 hits, no runs. He struck out 6, walked 1, and hit 1 batter. No balls, 1 strike the count. The pitch. Swinging a shot foul, hooked out of play down the right field side, and now Blakely's in the hole, 0-2. Blakely to be followed by Reggie Willits and Casey Smith. Bill Fuerte has pitched in the big leagues for Detroit, Texas, San Diego, and Arizona. Struck out, he got Manny Ramirez to ground out in his major league debut. Now the 0-2. Into the dirt, 1-2. Did he go around? No. So Stephen Fritzoni at third, 1-2 the count. That was back on May the 23rd of 2000. Juan Rivera has homered for the Angels. It's now 6-1 Halos in the bottom of the 6th. Now the 1-2. Swinging a broken bat liner foul at the first base side. The barrel of the bat ends up near Kevin Franzen, the second baseman. Angels need a win to stay a half game behind Oakland and a half game ahead of Texas, as both teams were winners tonight. One ball, 2 strikes the count on Blakely. 1-0 Fresno here in the top of the 8th on an unearned run in the bottom of the 7th. Well, it'd be a shame if that winds up spoiling the debut of Jesse Smith at the AAA level. The 1-2 pitch to Blakely. Trying to hold up on a breaking ball. This time he could not, and there's a strikeout for Villafuerte on the first batter that he faces. 1 away. That'll bring up Reggie Willits, who's 1 for 3. Singled his last time up. Willits so far this season, 1 single and 2 at-bats against Villafuerte. So 1 out, nobody on base. Now Villafuerte ready, and the first pitch to Reggie. Fastball high, ball 1. No sign of a bunt, although Cervenek, the third baseman, in on the edge of the cutaway, just in case. 1 ball, no strikes. Now Villafuerte ready. And the right-hander deals. Curveball, strike 1-1. Villafuerte's pitched in the PCL for Fresno, Tucson, Portland, and Oklahoma, with a lifetime record of 2 wins and 1 loss and 3 saves against Salt Lake. Now the 1-1. Fastball upstairs, 2-1 the count. All of his appearances against the Salt Lake franchise have been out of the bullpen. 2 balls, 1 strike the count on Willits. Now Villafuerte ready. And the pitch to Reggie. Swing and a miss late on a fastball, and the count's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here between the ages of 8 and 13, you can help me call the action from the press box as a Great Clips junior broadcaster. Enter to win at a Wasatch Front Great Clips location. Relax. It's Great Clips. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Started after it, held up on the slider down and in. That fills the counts on Reggie. There's only 1. 3 balls and 2 strikes. These would love to pick up a win here because it looks like they could gain a game on the lead against Tacoma. The Rainiers trailing Las Vegas 10-1 in the 7th inning. 3-2 payoff pitch is high, ball 4. And so Willits works for the 1-out walk. His team leading 65th base on balls. That's second best in the league behind Jack Cust of Portland, who has close to 90. So the tying run at first base with 1 out for Casey Smith, who has singled, flied to center, and struck out swinging. Willits with a stolen base in the 6th inning. to get into scoring position with one out, but did not advance any further. Villafuerte ready, and the pitch to Casey Smith. Fastball high, ball one. 1-0 the count. For the Bees, Matt Hensley back up, so we're probably seeing the last of Jesse Smith tonight, as he made a solid debut. Should be in a 0-0 game, but he trails 1-0. Willits, though, the tying run at first with one out. Now Villafuerte, the 1-0 pitch to Smith. There goes Willits. The pitch is grounded through the left side and into left field. A base hit on a perfectly executed hit and run. And Willits takes third. As with the shortstop, De La Rosa, going over to take the throw. On Willits running, Casey grounded it right through the vacated spot at shortstop. We've said it several times, and I asked Brian Harper about it, and he agrees. Casey Smith, the best on this roster as far as executing the hit and run is concerned. So now the tying run at third, the go-ahead run at first base, one out for Eric Ibar. 0 for 3 on the night, bounced out to the first baseman Necro his last time up. Ibar 0 for 1 against Villafuerte this year. For Casey Smith, that was his first hit against him in 3 at-bats. One out, runners at the corners, the pitch. Inside, almost hit him as Ibar spins out of the way of ball one. Now activity in the bullpen. I believe that's Eric Threets throwing for Fresno. I don't know if he can heat up quickly enough with a left-handed hitting Dallas McPherson due next. 1 ball to count on Ibar as Villafuerte deals. Strike called at the knees, taking all the way, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. I take back what I said earlier. Joe Saunders is on for the 7th inning for the Angels, leading 6-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Ibar. Time called as the ball gets away from the Fresno bullpen. One ball, 1 strike. Willits, the runner at third. Smith is on at first. 1 out. Villafuerte ready, and the 1-1 pitch to Ibar. Fouled, backed it out of play, and the count's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Eric Ibar came up with a big hit last night in the 9th inning to put the Bees ahead 7-6. Now all he needs is a healthy fly ball or a base hit to tie this one up here in the 8th inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. And now Villafuerte's pitch. Pulled foul into and out of the Fresno dugout at first. That's a pretty tough angle for a left-handed hitter to hit it over by the stairwell on the first base side. It was an off-speed pitch inside that he really turned it around on. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now again, Villafuerte ready. And the 1-2 pitch to Ibar. Line foul into the seats down the first base side. So it's still 1-2. As Ibar again gets way out in front of it. 1-0 Grizzlies here in the top of the 8th. The Bees with their best scoring opportunity of the night, with runners at first and third with 1 out. Now Villafuerte ready, and for the 3rd time, here's the 1-2 pitch. Line drive, right field, drifting back Ellison, should be deep enough to score the run as the catch is made. The throw comes into second base, Willett scores, and we're all tied at 1-1. Eric Ibar coming through with a sacrifice fly to right, the 29th run batted in for Eric in a Salt Lake uniform. So each team has been able to drive in a run on a sacrifice fly. The Bees' run is earned, but it doesn't make a whole lot of difference. So the game tied 1-1. So now Matt Palmer can only get a no decision on this one. Or to quote Mike Krukow, the Giants broadcaster and longtime Major League pitcher, if you don't get a win and you don't get a loss, all you get is a workout. Villafuerte, the toss to first, and the runner is back. Facing Dallas McPherson, who's 0 for 2. Dallas has grounded out, walked, and grounded out. Both bounce outs to the second baseman, Kevin Franzen. Villafuerte ready, the pitch. Swing and a miss to the slider down and in, strike one. Casey Smith, the go-ahead run at first with 2 outs. Bill Saunders gives up a run on a couple of errors, a 3-base error by Guerrero, a 2-base error by My Series Tourist. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a foul. Back to the base of the screen, and the count's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Dallas stepping out of the batter's box. Now Villafuerte ready. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on a fastball, and that retires the side. But the Bees tie it up. 1 run on 1 hit. No errors and 1 runner left on the base paths. As we go to the bottom of the 8th, it's the Bees 1 and Fresno 1 on ESPN 1230.
You already know that R.C. Willey is the place to shop for quality home furnishings, but you may not know that R.C. Willey also works hard to provide solutions for you in your home. With same-day delivery, there's no need to wait. R.C. Willey's professional sales associates will answer your questions and help you find exactly what you need. In-store financing means you deal directly with us. By providing an incredible selection of merchandise, it's easy to find your individual taste and style. Find your solutions today at R.C. Willey. One place, so many possibilities.
Zions Bank has absolutely free checking. This means it's absolutely free of hidden fees. Our absolutely free checking comes with absolutely free unlimited check writing and absolutely free online banking and bill pay. All this along with a Visa credit card, an absolutely free Visa debit card, and enrollment in Zions Cash Rewards. We appreciate you, so we want to absolutely free you from hassle with all our absolutely free branches and ATMs available throughout both Utah and Idaho. After all, when all is said and done, the best things in life are, well, family, love, and sharing. Because although our absolutely free checking is absolutely fantastic, hopefully it's not absolutely the best thing in your life.
Hi, I'm Tom Green, branch manager at the Zions Bank Freeway office. Right now, when you open a free checking account, we'll give you an absolutely free box of checks.
Zions Bank member FDIC, equal housing lender. Some restrictions apply. See branch for details. Credit approval required to obtain Visa credit card.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Matt Hensley on the pitch now for Salt Lake, making his 6th appearance of the year. In 7 innings, he's given up 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He has struck out 5 and walked 4. Matt has won 1 and lost 1 with a 2.57 earned run average. The PCL batting .240 against right-hander Matt Hensley. Another outstanding performance by a Bee starter this year. This time it belongs to a youngster making his AAA debut, Jesse Smith. 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. It was unearned. Struck out 5, did not walk a batter. Did hit 1 and threw 1 wild pitch. You know, come to think of it, with the efforts by Mr. Smith and Palmer tonight, probably justice being served that neither one of them gets a win or a loss, as they both deserve to win the way they threw. Neither one in 7 innings giving up an earned run. So here's Clay Kempner, the center fielder, to lead things off against Matt Hensley here in the bottom of the 8th. Kempner 1 for 2, single to center field his last time up. Pavkovich in at third to guard against a potential bunt. The pitch on the way. And it's a curveball, strike at the knees, 0-1. Hensley in his last outing gave up 1 run on 3 hits in 2 innings at Sacramento on the 15th. Facing Fresno for the first time. The 0-1. just outside at the knees, 1-1. Matt Hensley, 6'2", 220 in his sixth year. Now the right-hander from San Diego, the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a foul, back out of play, and the count's 1-2. Timpner, Ellison, and Lewis, the 9-1 and 2 hitters due up for Fresno here in the eighth inning. In a 1-1 ball game, the Bees with 5 hits, the Grizzlies with 4. The Bees have committed the only 2 errors, the second of which leading to the Grizzlies' run. The pitch. Swung on line, left center field. Willits on the run. Gets there, stretching out, and backhands it for the out. Nice play by Reggie Willits, racing into the alley in left center field and making a fine backhanded letter high catch for the out, and that could very well be our Mountains West Ranch's defensive play of the game. We'll let you know during the 10th inning show. So 1 out, nobody on base for Jason Ellison, who's 0 for 3. Struck out swinging his last time up. Pitch on the way, and it's a curveball, strike at the knees, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. I believe that's Threets, the lefty, throwing in the Fresno bullpen. So Belo Fuerte may have only been a 1-inning pitcher. We'll see. The pitch. Breaking ball outside at the knees. 1-1 the count. Kastner, their closer, went last night and gave up that run in the 9th inning. And that is left-hander. There's a strike at the knees, 1-2. Well, that's a familiar face down in left field now. It's not Threets anymore. That is former Stingers pitcher Dusty Bergman, who just recently joined the team after being released by the Yankees from their AAA affiliate. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, a fastball in at the knees. That is the 6th strikeout for Bees pitching in the ball game. 2 up, 2 down here in the Fresno 8th. That'll bring up Fred Lewis, who's 0 for 3. Struck out swinging his last time up. In the 9th inning, the Bees will have Elward, Espino, and Pavkovich 2 up. So 2 out, nobody on base. Here in the 8th inning, the pitch to Lewis is down low, ball 1. 1-0 the count on Fred Lewis. Pavkovich even with the bag at third. The pitch. Swung on, popped up foul. Third base side and out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike the count on Lewis. And tomorrow night, Nate Bland gets the start for the Bees against right-hander Nick Pereira. 8:05 game time. Will be on the air at 7:45. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now Hensley ready. The pitch. Lewis slices 1 foul on a liner down the left field side onto the concourse, and the count's 1-2. I'm guessing now this will be the final line on Saunders for the Angels tonight. 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 of them earned. 4 walks, 5 strikeouts, throwing 102 pitches. 58 of them for strikes, which tells me his control's still not where it has been. And he's been struggling with it over his last 3 or 4 starts, but bulldogged his way to some good outings. And now time called as Corey Myers heads over towards the third base dugout. Apparently a problem with his catcher's mitt. So he's back in the dugout getting a new piece of leather. So he's back at home plate now with a count of 1 ball and 2 strikes on Fred Lewis. The outfield back and around towards left for the left-handed batter. Now Hensley ready, and the 1-2 pitch. Sinks down low, 2-2 the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bees and the Grizzlies 1-1 here in the 8th, and what's been a dandy pitcher's duel. Now the 2-2 delivery, swing and a miss, and a splitter. He struck him out, and that retires the side. Matt Hensley works to Keith Barton Associates. 1-2-3 inning. It's just that easy as we go to the 9th. The Bees 1, Fresno 1 on ESPN 1230.
Somebody must have been in an accident that wasn't their fault. Keith Barton just hit that one out of the park.
I'm Keith Barton, and I know when you've been injured in an accident, you need an attorney that will go to bat for you and get you the money you deserve. You need the money quick because you have bills to pay. So the next time you're in an accident, you know what to do. Call in the big hitter. That's me, Keith Barton. It's just that easy to pick up the phone and call us at our new number, 801-IT'S-EASY.
Let's face it, life's full of little dings and dents, particularly when you or your teenager are driving. At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we realize not every fender bender requires a lengthy dialogue with an insurance agent. To keep your insurance premiums down, it's sometimes better to handle a repair on your own, especially when the damage is mostly just a cosmetic annoyance. Bring your dinged and dented vehicle to Abra and let us help you and your family get the quality repair you need at a price you can afford. We've been at it for over 20 years, and with the best trained technicians in the industry, we can make your car sparkle like it did before you or your teenager had an unfortunate mishap. So, even when you are not submitting an insurance claim, let Abra work with you to get an affordable, quality repair with a lifetime warranty. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an immediate appointment.
All right, we go to the 9th inning. It's a 1-1 ball game. Brendan Villafuerte will start the inning on the mound. Dusty Bergman, the former Stinger, warming up in the Fresno bullpen. Villafuerte to face the right-handed hitting Mike Elward, who's 1 for 3 rather. He doubled down the left field line his last time up. Question is, if Elward gets on, I would think Bergman would face the left-handed hitting Espedo. If Elward does not get on, does Villafuerte stay out there? We'll find out after we see what happens to Mike. The first pitch from Villafuerte is a fastball strike on the outside corner at the belt, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike on Elward. He's double, snapping an 0 for 6 skid here in this series. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss to the slider, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count on Elward. Grizzlies getting an unearned run in the 7th. The Bees tying it with an earned run in the 8th. Both runs driven in on sacrifice flies. No balls, 2 strikes the pitch. Line drive down the right field side, slicing towards the corner and foul into the front row behind the Fresno bullpen. So the count remains 0-2. Mike Elward trying to get something started for the Bees here in the 9th. They have yet to get their leadoff man on base in any inning tonight. No balls, 2 strikes. Villafuerte's pitch looped into right field. Ellison coming on towards the line, makes the catch for out number 1. So Elward retired, 1 away. That'll bring up Jason Espedo, who's 0 for 2, hit in the lake by a pitch. His last time up. So with Elward not reaching base, Villafuerte will stay on to face Espedo. Las Vegas still leading at Tacoma, 10-1 in the 8th inning. First pitch to Espedo. Curveball high, ball 1. Jose Guzman, Edwin Bellarine, and Matt Kemp have all homered for Las Vegas in that game. All of the other action in the PCL has been completed. There's a pitch, curveball low, 2-0 the count on Espedo. who's hit 2 home runs since joining the Bees. They came on back-to-back nights, tying the game in the 8th inning at Franklin Covey Field against Sacramento just prior to the All-Star break. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Villafuerte's pitch. Off speed and over on the outside corner at the knees, 2-1. And just 335 down the right field line, and for the first 50 feet out from the foul pole, it is just a 3.5-foot high wall. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a foul back into the upper deck, and it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Person who designed the park liked that about old Yankee Stadium when they had the short fence, so he decided to put it in here. 2 balls, 2 strikes and a speedo as Villafuerte comes set, kicks and deals. Fastball inside, fills the count at 3-2. So a full count on a speedo with Adam Pavkovich due next. The heart of the order. Franzen, Cervenek, and Niekro, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, due up for the Grizzlies in the bottom of the 9th. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. Grounded foul at the first base side. Obviously now with a tie game coming here into the 9th inning. This game is going to be decided in one of these teams' last at bat. The Bees this year have won 9 games in their last at bat, while they have lost 12 in the opposition's final trip to the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes and a speedo, and again Villafuerte with the payoff pitch. Struck him out swinging on a breaking ball. Second strikeout for Villafuerte since coming on, the 8th for Fresno pitching in the game. That'll bring up Adam Pavkovich, who's 1 for 3, fly to center field his last time up. Pavkovich would like nothing more than to atone for his throwing error that set up the Fresno run. And he's certainly capable of doing that, and I think he's had quite a bit of success in this park over the years. There's a pitch, curveball, strike, and it's 0-1. Singled this year in his only at bat against Villafuerte. No balls, 1 strike. Now the right-hander's pitch. Fastball in under the letters, a strike, and it's 0-2. So 0-2, Villafuerte, it would appear, has him set up for the splitter or slider. No balls, 2 strikes. Now Villafuerte's pitch. Swinging a foul on a fastball, and Adam just got a piece of it to stay alive, and the ball popping in and out of the glove of the catcher, Guillermo Rodriguez. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on here in the 9th in a 1-1 game. Villafuerte ready, the 0-2. Swung on and popped up behind first base. Niekro drifting into foul territory, has room, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. The Bees go up and down in order in the 9th. We head to the bottom half of the 9th inning. Bees 1, Fresno 1 on ESPN 1230.
Hershey's presents the Soul to Soul 2 Tour, starring Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. It's been 6 long years. Now the wait is over. By overwhelming demand, a second show added. Saturday night, August 5th at Delta Center. Tim McGraw and Faith Hill in the round. A combined over 60 million records sold and 35 #1 singles. Electrifying performances by Tim and Faith in the concert event of the year. 2 superstars, 1 stage. A night you'll never forget.
Tickets are on sale now at the Delta Center box office, Ticketmaster. Charge by phone or get them at Ticketmaster.com. Saturday night, August 5th at Delta Center.
Don't miss Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. Presented by Hershey.
Produced by AEG Live and Outback Concerts.
Somebody must have been in an accident that wasn't their fault. The Chief Barton just hit that one out of the park.
I'm Keith Barton, and I know when you've been injured in an accident, you need an attorney that will go to bat for you and get you the money you deserve. You need the money quick because you have bills to pay. So the next time you're in an accident, you know what to do. Call in the big hitter. That's me, Keith Barton. It's just that easy to pick up the phone and call us at our new number, 801-IT'S-EASY.
Bottom of the ninth inning. It's a 1-1 game, but Matt Hensley now has to face the meat of the Fresno order, Kevin Franzen, Mike Cervenek, and Lance Necro. Here in the ninth inning, Franzen singled to lead off the seventh inning, and again moved from first to third on the errant throw. By the third baseman, Adam Pavkovich, and scored on the sacrifice fly by Guillermo Rodriguez. So here we go. Kevin Franzen 2 for 3 altogether. So Hensley ready to go. His second inning of relief. The pitch. Fastball lifted in the air down the right field line. Blakely on the run into the corner is there, and he'll make the catch. One pitch, one out here in the ninth. Brings up Mike Cervenek, who's 1 for 3. Cervenek singled in his first at bat. Since then, he has struck out and fly to left field. So one out, bases empty here in the ninth inning in a 1-1 game. Hensley sets the pitch. Curveball inside. Cervenek backpedals out of the way, and that's ball one. 1-0 the count. The outfield straight away. Now Hensley's pitch. Pop foul, first base side, out of play, just shy of the upper deck, and the count on Cervenek is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. And Fresno with an unearned run in the seventh to take a 1-0 lead. Bees tie it with a run on Eric Ibar's sacrifice fly in the eighth. And that's been it tonight so far. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a foul, glancing off the top of the screen and into the upper deck. 1-2 the count. Ibar's sacrifice fly set up by the perfectly executed hit and run that Casey Smith delivered on a ground ball that allowed Reggie Willett to go from first to third. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count on Cervenek. Now Hensley from the belt ready, the 1-2 pitch. Fastball up and in. Did he go around? No, says first base umpire Paul Chandler. And the count's 1-2. They're going to the bottom of the eighth at Anaheim. The Angels 6, Cleveland 2. And Joe Saunders, if the bullpen hangs on, will pick up his first major league win. The 2-2 pitch, curveball lifted in the air down the left field line, giving chase Pavkovich, but that's going to land about 4 rows deep down by the Bees bullpen. So the count remains 2-2. For Saunders, it would be his first big league win. He had 2 no decisions in his 2 starts last year for the Angels. So 2 balls, 2 strikes the count on Cervenek. 1 out, bottom of the ninth. In what is a 1-1 game, the pitch. Lined and leaping catch by McPherson at first. High and 2 is right. He backhanded that ball to take a hit away from Mike Cervenek. Fine play by Dallas McPherson over at first. 2 outs for Lance Necro. 0 for 3, reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. It was his ground ball to Pavkovich. That was thrown away. That Mariners-Yankees game has resumed. They're 4-4 in the 11th. First pitch to Necro. Fastball low, ball one. Yankees scored 2 runs in the bottom of the ninth to tie it, to send it into extra innings. Before the inning was over, there was a lengthy rain delay. 1 ball, no strikes, the count on Necro. Hensley's pitch. Third ball in at the knees, a strike, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now Hensley ready, and the 1-1. Fastball up and in. 2 balls and a strike, the count on Necro. If we go to the 10th, it'll be Myers, Blakely, and Willits, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up for the Bees. First things first, though, they have to get there. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count on Necro. The pitch. Check swing foul on a breaking ball, 2-2. Tried to check his swing, but the ball glanced off his bat and rolled over towards the first base dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count on Necro. Now Hensley stares in, gets his sign from Myers. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Just inside with a breaking ball, and that fills the count at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. On deck, catcher Guillermo Rodriguez. The outfield extremely deep all the way around. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hensley ready. And the payoff pitch to the plate. Swinging a ground ball to third off the chest of Patkovich. He recovers and throws to first for the out to retire the side. Another 1-2-3 inning brought to you by Keith Martin Associates. Their number 801. It's easy. We're going to the 10th here in Fresno tonight. Bees 1, Grizzlies 1 on ESPN 1230.
Paulie Colosimo here.
Yo, along with Joey as always. So, Paulie, tell the folks why we're so excited for spring to get here.
That's easy. So we can sunbathe in our Speedos, right?
Well, I do enjoy that. And with the packs we have, the ladies enjoy it too. But that's not what I had in mind.
Oh, well, you must be talking about grilling some of our Magnifico Colosimo sausages then.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Paulie.
Bada bing.
When most people think about grilling, they think about chicken or steaks. But those are wimp meat.
Yeah, if you want something with real taste and real kick, you gotta go with authentic Colosimo sausages on the grill.
Oh, yeah.
Some nice thick brats, a mild Italian or Tuscan. Just thinking about it makes me saliva ache.
Yeah, some hot Italian, which kind of reminds me of us in our Speedo.
A couple of hot Italians. You got that right, Joey.
Colosimo sausage. The sausage people. Now available at Dan's, Macy's, and Smith's.
Hey, guys.
Yeah?
I'm not feeling too good.
Oh, you're looking a tad green for a raccoon.
I think it might be the taco burrito I ate.
What?
Why?
It was cheap.
Well, you're paying for it now.
Oh.
Why eat junk at night when you can go to Wendy's? We make everything fresh right when you order, like our new 99-cent crispy chicken sandwich. That's right, all white meat chicken for just 99 cents.
Oh.
Why didn't you just go to Wendy's?
Not too bright.
Make it a Wendy's night and do what tastes right till 2 a.m. Prices and participation may vary.
We go to the 10th inning and a new pitcher on for Fresno. Right-hander Pedro Liriano makes his 21st appearance of the year, his 12th out of the bullpen. Liriano in 57 and 2/3 innings has given up 69 hits, 41 runs, 31 of them earned. He has struck out 34 and walked 26. Liriano 1-5 with a 4.84 earned run average. The PCL batting .294 against Liriano. The Bees so far this year are 4-1 in extra inning games. The Grizzlies are 2-3. So Corey Myers to lead things off, but he's being pinch hit for by Curtis Pride. So Curtis Pride pinch hitting. Curtis with a pinch hit 2-run single the other night in Sacramento. That was on Sunday night. Curtis Pride batting .328. First pitch swings and misses a strike 0-1. He has a single this year and is only at bat against Liriano. Liriano, 6'2", 172 in his 8th year. This is his second outing against Salt Lake. The pitch outside a fastball, and the count's 1-1. In 2 2/3 innings on June the 13th, he gave up 4 hits, 1 run. It was unearned. No walks or strikeouts with a wild pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count on Curtis. The pitch, swing a little dribbler up the first base side. Up with it is Necro, flips to Liriano, and out at first base. He slipped a little bit, but just did get his foot on the bag for the out. 1 away. That'll bring up Darren Blakely, who's 0 for 3, and he struck out twice. So the Bees in an extra inning ball game for the first time since June the 24th, when they won at home over Sacramento 3-2. Their only loss in an extra inning game was at Tucson on June the 9th, 8-7. That game, the Bees scored 2 runs in the top half of the 10th inning, and then Jason Bulger walked the first 3 batters in the bottom of the 10th, and all 3 came around to score to give Tucson the win. 1-0 to Blakely, waved at and missed a strike, and it's 1-1. Brandon Villafuerte went 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, 1 run it was earned, struck out 3 and walked 1. Now the pitch, down low, and that puts the count on Blakely at 2-1. For Fresno, it'll be Guillermo Rodriguez, Juan Melo, and Tomas De La Rosa, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters in the bottom of the 10th inning. Now the 2-1 to Blakely, inside corner at the belt, a strike 2 and 2. Blakely jackknifing to get out of the way, but that pitch called a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Reggie Willits due next. Now the pitch. Blakely takes downstairs, ball 3. So the count's full at 3-2. They've gone to the 9th in Tacoma, Las Vegas 10, and the Rainiers 4. Three balls, 2 strikes to count on Blakely. Liriano's payoff pitch is grounded foul at the first base side, past the Fresno dugout, and the count remains 3-2. And the Bees, through 10 innings now, have not been able to get the leadoff man on base. Three balls, 2 strikes. Now again the 3-2 delivery. Blakely swings, and it's a high drive to deep right field. Ellison going back at the wall. It's gone! A home run. Darren Blakely with his first home run in a Salt Lake uniform. And it's a 2-1 Salt Lake lead. Wasn't 100% sure. It looked like Jason Ellison was trying to line it up and make a leaping catch. Again, that fence only 3.5 feet high there, but it ended up landing in the 6th row. So now here's Reggie Willits, 1 for 3. Walked and scored the tying run in the 8th inning. Now the pitch. Swinging a foul back, strike 1. 0-1 the count. Greg Jones up for the Bees in the bullpen. So 1 strike, the pitch. Bunted foul behind home plate, and the count's 0-2. So Darren Blakely with his first home run in a Bees uniform. He has power in his first ever AAA stint. With Portland in 2002, he went 2 for 15, and they were both long balls. There's a pitch outside, 1-2. As we mentioned earlier, he hit 18 at AA Birmingham last year. Not much power this year. 1 home run in 32 games for AAA Charlotte, 3 in 27 games for AA Birmingham. Now the 1-2 into the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two to 1 Bees here in the 10th. Now Liriano ready, the pitch. Into the dirt, ball 3. Fills the count at 3-2 for Liriano. That was the 4th home run that he has surrendered in 58 innings. It doesn't happen all that often. Again, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters are due up for Fresno in the bottom of the 10th. Now the 3-2 to Willits. Line drive, left center field, base hit. Cut off in the alley by the left fielder Lewis. Willits takes a wide turn, but then scampers back towards first as Lewis did a nice job of cutting that one off. So Willits has his second hit of the ball game. A runner at first base, one out for Casey Smith. He's 2 for 4 and had that big single on the hit and run to set up the tying run in the 8th as pitching coach Trevor Wilson makes his first visit to the mound in this series after, I think, when we saw them earlier this year, I think he had the league lead in visits to the mound. Melky Cabrera is homered in the bottom of the 11th. The Yankees beat the Mariners 5-4.
Milwaukee 3, San Francisco 4.
So 1 on, 1 out, 1 in.
Cleveland 2, Los Angeles Angels 7. Bottom of the 8th.
So now Casey Smith.
Diego 7. And final score, Dodgers 4, Arizona 1.
So Casey Smith standing in as the meeting on the mound has adjourned. These would love to get a little insurance, pick up a Geico insurance run here. A runner at first base, 1 out here in the 10th. A pitch on the way. Fastball strike at the knees, 0-1 the count on Casey. Again, 2 hits on the night, extending his hitting streak to a season best 8 games. Cervenek in at third. The middle infielders are at double play depth. Now Liriano confused and wants to get on the same page with Rodriguez, so he calls his catcher out to the mound for a conversation. Aaron Blakely's home run with 1 out here in the 10th has put the Bees out in front 2-1. And an opportunity to maybe get that divisional lead back to 3 games over Tacoma as they trail 10-4 in the 9th inning. Now the 0-1. Smith takes a breaking ball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Outfield straight away. Now the 1-1 pitch, instead the toss to first, and Willits dives back in safely. And Reggie with a stolen base already in this game, his 24th of the year, tying him for second place in the league with Tony Gwynn Jr. Both Gwynn and the leader, Freddie Guzman of Oklahoma, are currently in the major league. 1 ball, 1 strike the count on Casey. Now Liriano's pitch, low and outside, backhanded by the catcher Rodriguez. And the count's 2-1. Casey looking for his 5th 3-hit game of the year. He can get one here. 2 balls, 1 strike. Liriano ready, the pitch. Swing, little number to the right side. It'll advance Willits to second base. Franson, the second baseman, has it. Inside arms it to first for the out. So 2 down. That'll bring up Eric Ibar, who drove in the tying run back in the 8th inning with a sacrifice fly. He's 0 for 3. Ibar, a switch hitter, and they're going to turn him around and have him bat right-handed as the lefty in the bullpen warms up. I believe that's Dusty Bergman. As Shane Turner makes his way to the mound, that's going to be all for Pedro Liriano. We'll give you the numbers on the former Stinger, Dusty Bergman, when we return after this 1-minute timeout for a pitching change on ESPN 1230.
Okay, you guys, time for bed.
Daddy, take me here right to the bedroom. No,
All right, both of you hop on. Oh, man, you guys are getting heavy.
Daddy, you sound like a piggy.
I'm not a piggy. I'm a dinosaur.
No, dinosaurs sound like this. You sound like this.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out.
There are moments that make life meaningful.
Mommy, Daddy's a piggy.
Well, he's a cute little piggy.
One seriously out of shape piggy.
At Select Health, we want to help you enjoy each one. With our health and wellness programs, we're striving to help you and your family stay fit and healthy and be right there with you as life unfolds.
Look, Mommy, the piggy's jumping on the bed.
Daddy's starting a new exercise program.
You know what they say, when pigs fly.
Good one.
Yeah, I'm too tired to be funny. I gotta sit down.
To learn how we're working to make healthcare simpler, visit selecthealth.org. Select Health. Simply there.
So the former Stinger, Dusty Bergman, comes on the pitch. He was signed as a free agent on July 12th after being released by the Yankees. Bergman closed out last season with Fresno after leaving the Angels organization. For Bergman, this is his second appearance for Fresno. His first one didn't go all that well. Gave up 1 hit, 2 runs, one of them earned in just 1/3 of an inning. Walked 2 and struck out 1. Dusty with the Yankees AAA affiliate at Columbus in the International League. Before his release, had appeared in 35 games. 0-4 record. 1 save and a 3.79 earned run average. Dusty Bergman to face Eric Ibar. Bergman in a Salt Lake uniform over a 4-year period, won 10 and lost 9 and saved 10 games. 111 appearances, all of them out of the bullpen. So runner at second base, 2 out the pitch. Ibar takes a strike and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count on Ibar. Dusty Bergman out of Carson City, Nevada. 6'5", 200 pounds. The pitch. Ibar swings and lofts it to center field. Tipner drifting back. Has plenty of room, though, and makes the catch to retire the side. 1 run, though, on the Blakely home run. 2 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on the base pass. As we go to the bottom of the 10th, it's the Bees 2 and Fresno 1 on ESPN 1230.
Hey, Bees fans, are you looking for a summer deal and a meal to satisfy your cravings? Stop by Wiener Schnitzel's today for the 2 for $2.22 deal. Chili cheese dog and chili cheeseburger, only $2.22. Hurry in today. And while you're there, don't forget to cool down with the new Tasty Freeze Brownie Freezy. Chewy brownies mixed with creamy vanilla Tasty Freeze soft serve, topped with chocolate syrup. Wiener Schnitzel. It's the official hot dog of the Salt Lake Bees. Wiener Schnitzel, pushing the boundaries of taste.
Med1 Medical. Med1 Medical.
Are you using the same smelly mask and tubing that you got when you started? Masks and tubing should be replaced regularly. You won't believe how much nicer it is to breathe in a new mask. It's healthier, too. Call Med1 today at 800-248-5882. With a new mask, you'll have fewer colds and sore throats. Do you snore when you're wearing your CPAP? If your CPAP is working as it should, you should never snore when you have the CPAP machine on. An old, worn-out mask causes leaks and will not allow your CPAP machine to operate at the correct pressure. Schedule an appointment to visit our sleep laboratory and bring your CPAP machine, and we'll do a free pressure check and give you a free CPAP tube. Sign up for our Sleep Smart Gold Maintenance Program, and your first mask is free. Call 800-248-5882.
Med1 Medical. Med1 Medical.
All right, we go to the bottom of the 10th inning. Greg Jones coming out to try to record his second consecutive save. Last night, he picked up the save despite a couple of base runners getting on board. Making his 34th appearance of the year. In 40 innings, he's given up 36 hits, 22 runs, 20 of them earned. He has struck out 34 and walked 13. Jones is 4-5 with 10 saves and a 4.50 earned run average. The PCL batting .242 against right-hander Greg Jones. He'll face Guillermo Rodriguez, Juan Melo, and Tomas De La Rosa Here in the bottom of the 10th inning, Rodriguez on the first pitch takes inside, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Rodriguez drove in the Fresno run with a sacrifice fly in the 8th inning. Now the 1-0 pitch. Swing, and it's a high pop fly. Foul ground, third base side, over near the railing, and Adam Papkevich makes the catch while backpedaling against the wall for out number 1. So Rodriguez fouls out. Not an easy play for Adam. So now 1 out for Juan Melo, who's 0 for 2. Hit 5 pitches last time up. So 1 down here in the 9th inning. The outfield straight away, Espedo, Willits, and Blakely in left, center, and right. Melo swings and fouls a fastball back, strike 1. Papkevich at third, Ibar at short, Smith at second base, and McPherson at first. A battery of Jones pitching, and Jeff Mathis catching in for Corey Myers, who was pinch hit for in the top of the inning. The pitch, swing and a miss, and a slider down and in, a strike, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 2-1 Bees here in the bottom of the 10th. Now Jones ready, the pitch. Breaking ball low, and the count's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now Jones ready. And the right-hander delivers. Swung on and lifted foul out of play down the third base side. Still 1-2. He's trying to make it back-to-back wins here in Fresno. The pitch. Strike 3 called. A slider in at the knees. Jones caught him looking, and there's 2 down in the 10th. Now here's Tomas De La Rosa, who's 0 for 3. Struck out swinging his last time up. Now the Angels 7, the Indians 4, and Cleveland has the tying run at the plate, so Kevin Gregg is out, and Francisco Rodriguez is in, trying to save a win for Joe Saunders, who is magnificent tonight, numbers-wise. The pitch. Swung on and popped up. Shallow right, could be trouble. Smith going out, Blakely coming in. Casey drops the ball, trying to make the over-the-shoulder catch to throw to second, not in time. Oh, brother. He had a long way to go. He got there, but the ball, as he tried to make the basket catch, popped out of his mitt and fell to the turf in right field. And now the tying runs at second base with 2 outs. Here's Clay Timpner, who's 1 for 3. Well, they're going to give De La Rosa a double on that one. Scoreboard operator's already put an error up on the board, but the official score just announced the double. So now the tying run at second base, and what hurts there is if he were to score, it'd be an earned run, as the ball game could have been over. The pitch. Swing and a foul back, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, so Jones has to bear down for 1 more batter. He retired Timpner last night. Tying run in scoring position with 2 outs. Now Jones ready in the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a fastball, and it's 0-2. That one clocked at 92 miles per hour on the scoreboard radar. So now the count is 0-2. De La Rosa, the lead at second base. Jones ready. The 0-2 pitch. Outside with a fastball, 1-2 the count. And at times this year, Gregg has been victimized by the defense. Again, that wasn't an easy play, but Casey did get there, but just couldn't hang on. Now the 1-2 to Timpner. Ground ball, right side, backhanded by McPherson. The underhand lead to Jones, just in time to get Tipner to win the ball game, and that ball almost got away as McPherson's lead almost a little too high, but Jones with a great move to get to that ball and then making the backhanded grab and getting there just ahead of the arrival of Clay Tipner. And so the Bees pull one out with a run in the 8th to tie and a run in the 10th to win. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left in the 9th. Handshakes and high fives all around with the final score. The Salt Lake Bees 2 and the Fresno Grizzlies 1. Stay tuned for the 10th inning show coming up next on ESPN 1230.
The game is over, and the fans are headed home. Stay tuned. The 10th inning show is coming up next. You've been listening to Salt Lake Bees Baseball on your home for the Salt Lake Bees. ESPN 1230 AM.
When it's time for your next set of tires, do you want the tire with the best warranty in the business? Then you should head to Big O Tires. When it's time for your next pair of Bees baseball game tickets, do you want free tickets and a chance to win $50,000? Then get to Big O Tires for an entry form and details. No purchase necessary. Big O Tires, Utah's #1 tire store.
A reputation you can ride on Big O Tires.
You already know that R.C. Willey is the place to shop for quality home furnishings, but you may not know that R.C. Willey also works hard to provide solutions for you and your home. With same-day delivery, there's no need to wait. R.C. Willey's professional sales associates will answer your questions and help you find exactly what you need. In-store financing means you deal directly with us. By providing an incredible selection of merchandise, it's easy to find your individual taste and style. Find your solutions today at R.C. Willey. One place, so many possibilities.
Zions Bank has absolutely free checking. This means it's absolutely free of hidden fees. Our absolutely free checking comes with absolutely free unlimited check writing and absolutely free online banking and bill pay. All this along with a Visa credit card, an absolutely free Visa debit card, and enrollment in Zions Cash Rewards. We appreciate you, so we want to absolutely free you from hassle with all our absolutely free branches and ATMs available throughout both Utah and Idaho. After all, when all is said and done, the best things in life are, well, family, love, and sharing. Because although our absolutely free checking is absolutely fantastic, hopefully it's not absolutely the best thing in your life.
Hi, I'm Tom Green, branch manager at the Zions Bank Freeway office. Right now, when you open a free checking account, we'll give you an absolutely free box of checks.
Zions Bank member FDIC, equal housing lender. Some restrictions apply. See branch for details. Credit approval required to obtain Visa credit card.
Welcome to the 10th inning show. A complete recap of today's game, as well as a look at other games around the major leagues and the Pacific Coast League. Once again, let's go back to the ballpark with a voice of the Salt Lake Bees, Steve Klauke.
And once again, we return to Fresno's Grizzlies Stadium in downtown Fresno, with the Bees in 10 innings defeat the Grizzlies by a final score of 2-1. Here are the final totals of the ball game for the Bees: 2 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors, and they left 7 runners on base. For the Grizzlies, 1 run on 5 hits, no errors, and they left 5 runners on base. The winning pitcher, Matt Hensley, now 2-1. The losing pitcher, Pedro Liriano, now 1-6. Greg Jones notches his 11th save. Time of the game, 2 hours, 51 minutes. And the paid attendance, 4,572, as the Bees pick up back-to-back wins to open up this series in Fresno. They now lead the season series by a count of 8-2. And more importantly, with the win tonight, they reestablish a 3-game lead in the division race as Tacoma fell at home to Las Vegas tonight by a score of 10-4. But the Bees give up the unearned run in the bottom of the 7th inning in a 0-0 ball game. But then the Bees tie it on Ibar's sacrifice fly in the 8th. And Darren Blakely with his first home run in a Salt Lake uniform with 1 out of the 10th off Pedro Liriano provides Salt Lake with what turned out to be the winning run. But not to be lost in all of that is the outstanding AAA debut of Jesse Smith. He went 7 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run. It was unearned. He struck out 5. He did not walk a batter. He threw 1 wild pitch, and he hit 1 batter. But Jesse very strong in his AAA debut for the Bees. as then Matt Hensley came on, got the win after retiring all 6 batters he faced. And then, of course, it was the 10th inning in which Greg Jones picked up the save, maybe on a ball that the runner did reach on a ball that might have been caught, but Casey Smith on a tough play, unable to hang on to the over-the-shoulder attempt. And so the Bees now 56-40 on the year, while the Grizzlies drop to 37-59. Time now for our Mountains West Ranches defensive play of the game, and for that, we go to the 8th inning, and Clay Tipner at the plate for Fresno. Pitch. Swung on line, left center field. Willits on the run, gets there, stretching out, and backhands it for the out. Nice play by Reggie Willits, racing into the alley in left center field, and making a fine backhanded letter-high catch for the out, and that could very well be our Mountains West Ranches defensive play of the game, as Tipner was the leadoff hitter in that inning, so that prevented the possibility of something getting started for the Grizzlies in the 8th inning. And so that's our Mountains West Ranches defensive play of the game between Moon Lake, Starvation, and Strawberry Reservoirs. Mountains West Ranches Recreational Properties offers great parcels of land at reasonable prices. A place to escape the rat race of the city and enjoy sheer peace, quiet, rest, relaxation, and spectacular views. Call 1-877-894-5658 or check out www.mwranches.com. Back with the Abra scoreboard next here on ESPN 1230.
Somebody must have been in an accident that wasn't their fault. But Keith Barton just hit that one out of the park.
I'm Keith Barton, and I know when you've been injured in an accident, you need an attorney that will go to bat for you and get you the money you deserve. You need the money quick, because you have bills to pay. So the next time you're in an accident, you know what to do. Call in the big hitter. That's me, Keith Barton. It's just that easy to pick up the phone and call us at our new number, 801-IT'S-EASY.
Hey, guys.
Yeah?
I'm not feeling too good.
Ooh, you're looking a tad green for a raccoon.
I think it might be the taco burrito I ate.
What?
Why?
It was cheap.
Well, you're paying for it now.
Oh.
Why eat junk at night when you can go to Wendy's? We make everything fresh right when you order, like our new 99-cent crispy chicken sandwich. That's right, all white meat chicken for just 99 cents.
Oh.
Why didn't you just go to Wendy's?
Not too bright.
Make it a Wendy's night and do what tastes right till 2 a.m. Prices and participation may vary.
For more than 25 years, there's been a guy you've trusted, a guy you've known, Larry H. Miller. Since 1979, when Larry H. Miller opened his first automotive dealership, he's had one primary goal in mind, to make our communities grow stronger and better by offering the very best in quality, service, selection, and price. And since that day, nearly 3 decades ago, you've been there to help the Larry H. Miller dealerships become one of the largest and most respected dealership groups in the entire country. And for that, we say thank you. Today, you can choose to shop at more than a dozen of our automotive dealerships along the Wasatch Front, almost all of which feature dealership service centers on site. We also have 3 state-of-the-art collision repair facilities to serve you. We know that we could not continue to grow our business without yours. So when it comes to your next car, there's a guy you know who cares about values, honor, integrity, and trust. Larry H. Miller. After all, you know this guy.
Time now for one more look at our average scoreboard, and we will start in the Pacific Coast League as Sacramento played a doubleheader at Colorado Springs tonight. Needed by the rainout yesterday. The opener went Sacramento's way, trailing 4-0. They scored 4 in the 6th and 4 in the 7th for an 8-4 win over the Sky Sox. Colorado Springs, though, takes the nightcap by a final score of 7-5. In the first game of a doubleheader at Tucson, the Sidewinders roll over Portland at 11-3, I believe the final score is. It did not pop up on my screen. I can tell you, though, that in the 6th inning of the nightcap, Tucson, trying for its 11th win of the year, leads by a score of 2-0. But take that back. John Nadas just hit his 21st home run for the Beavers, and they now lead the Sidewinders 3-2 in the 6th inning. 11-1 was the final in that opener as the Sidewinders belted 5 home runs. Nashville, a 2-1 winner at Omaha tonight. At Des Moines, it was Oklahoma a winner over Iowa 5-4. At Memphis, Round Rock got a run in the 9th to edge the Redbirds 10-9. New Orleans at Albuquerque rained out. And at Tacoma, Las Vegas helped out the Bees with a 10-4 win over the Rainiers. DJ Holton the winner 5-9. Cesar Jimenez, the loser, 5 and 7. Jose Guzman, Edwin Bellerin, and Matt Kemp all homered for Tacoma. In the American League, the Angels defeated Cleveland tonight, 7-5. Again, Joe Saunders, the starter. The Bees left-hander getting the promotion and start tonight. 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 of them earned. Struck out 4 and walked 5, so the Angels get back-to-back wins over Cleveland from Dustin Mosley and Joe Saunders. In the American League, Boston defeated Kansas City 1-0 as John Lester and Jonathan Papelbon combined on a one-hitter. In 11 innings, the Yankees beat the Mariners 5-4, scoring 2 in the ninth to tie and winning it in the 11th on a Melky Cabrera home run. Oakland edged Baltimore 5-4, so they stay a half game up on the Angels in the American League West. The White Sox hammered the Tigers 7-1. Chicago now 3.5 behind Detroit as they've beaten the Tigers 6 out of 7 this year. Texas wins at Toronto by a score of 5-2. Minnesota routs Tampa Bay 8-1 as Francisco Liriano outduels Scott Kazmir. Over in the National League, they're in the ninth at San Diego. The Padres lead the Phillies by a score of 10-6. They're in the ninth inning at San Francisco. The Brewers trailed the Giants 4-3. Colorado pounded Pittsburgh at PNC Park 13-4. At Florida, the Marlins fell to the Washington Nationals 7-6. The Mets topped Cincinnati 8-3. At Chicago, the Cubs beat the Astros 4-2 as Roy Oswalt drops to 6-7 for Houston. Atlanta crushed the Cardinals for a second straight night, 14-5 the final. And at Phoenix, the Dodgers beat Arizona by a final score of 4-1, the first Major League victory for Chad Billingsley. And that's your Abra scoreboard. Back with a scoring recap of tonight's game. And in a 2-1 game, that won't take very long. We'll be back here on ESPN 1230.
Attention motorcycle and ATV riders dreaming of a new Yamaha motorcycle or ATV? Well, stop dreaming and start heading to Plaza Cycle for the huge Yamaha Get Out and Ride sales event. Because right now, you can get payments as low as $89 a month for 24 months with zero down on a huge selection of new Yamaha motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, and scooters. You heard right. Payments as low as $89 a month plus zero down for 2 full years on a new Yamaha. So visit Plaza Cycle today for the huge Get Out and Ride sales event, because an offer this good won't last. Plaza Cycle at 1379 West, 3300 South in the heart of Salt Lake Valley. Plaza Cycle, walk in, ride out. On the Yamaha card, subject to credit approval through 8/31/06 on select new Yamaha motorcycles, excluding FJR models, ATVs, side-by-sides, and scooters. As low as $89 monthly payment for 24 months at 8.9% APR for amounts financed up to $10,000 for account kept term. Thereafter, the standard rate of 12.99% or 22.99% APR applied. Default rate 24.99%. Minimum finance charge $1. See dealer for ATV age restrictions. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. Call 1-800-87.
Okay, you guys, time for bed.
Daddy, take me for a ride to the bedroom. No, me.
All right, both of you hop on. Oh, man, you guys are getting heavy.
Daddy, you sound like a piggy.
I'm not a piggy. I'm a dinosaur.
No, dinosaurs sound like this. You sound like this.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out.
There are moments that make life meaningful.
Mommy, Daddy's a piggy.
Well, he's a cute little piggy.
One seriously out of shape piggy.
At Select Health, we want to help you enjoy each one. With our health and wellness programs, we're striving to help you and your family stay fit and healthy and be right there with you as life unfolds.
Look, Mommy, the piggy's jumping on the bed.
Daddy's starting a new exercise program.
You know what they say, when pigs fly.
Good one.
Yeah, I'm too tired to be funny. I gotta sit down.
To learn how we're working to make healthcare simpler, visit selecthealth.org. Select Health. Simply there.
In Fresno tonight, quite a pitcher's matchup between a couple of youngsters who started the year at Double-A. Matt Palmer for Fresno, and the Bees' Jesse Smith, just up from Arkansas, making his Triple-A debut. Both pitchers threw nothing but zero through 6 1/2 innings. But then in the 7th, Kevin Franzen led off with a single. With 1 out, Lance Necro hit a ground ball to third. Adam Paskovich loved it, went to second for the force out, but his throw was behind and over the head of Casey Smith at second base. Went into right field, allowing Franzen to go all the way around to third. He then scored on Guillermo Rodriguez's sacrifice fly, and the Grizzlies had a 1-0 lead. But then in the 8th inning, with 1 out, Darren Blakely singled. Darren Blakely struck out, apology. Reggie Willits then walked. Casey Smith on a perfectly executed hit and run grounded a single through the vacated spot as the shortstop De La Rosa went over to cover. At second base, as Willits was on the move, Reggie going to third. He scored on a sacrifice fly by Eric Ibar to tie the game at 1-1. We went to the 10th inning, and after one out, Darren Blakely stepped to the plate and worked the count full.
Ride with Wally and his trunk.
And apparently that was not set up properly by yours truly, so we'll hopefully get that taken care of here in just a moment. Let's try it. Now again the 3-2 delivery. Blakely swings, and it's a high drive to deep right field. Ellison going back at the wall. It's gone! A home run. Darren Blakely with his first home run in a Salt Lake uniform. And it's a 2-1 Salt Lake lead. So Darren Blakely's home run. Again, the Grizzlies get a runner at second base.